Sir, you're charged with especially aggravated kidnapping. You're also charged with aggravated assault. And you're charged with theft of a firearm worth less than $2,500.
You're talking about stuff that is not relevant.
Hello and welcome to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the Recovery Addict, and boy do I have a case for you today.
Why is the dog chewing on this guy?
I think they have got the wrong guy there.
Got the wrong guy, and the dog was biting him.
He roughing him up quite a bit. There's a lawsuit.
It's bigger than you. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than all of us.
9 out of 10 judges prefer watching the Recovery Addict live stream in their courtroom.
The fireworks are not done.
Now we're doing commentary on the case.
Is that correct?
I didn't ask you to interrupt me. Oh, for Trump's sake.
All right, welcome back to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the Recovery Addict. I hope you had a fantastic lunch. It took a little bit longer than I was supposed to. I apologize. I acknowledge my mistake, my bad. We're back. Regina is here. Regina Crawford first in chat. She's going to keep the internet running for the rest of us, so we can just kick back and relax and enjoy the show. Regina, good luck. Good night. I was just kidding. Wonderful to be back with you this afternoon. We're going to continue the hearing, which we started. It came back a little early. Maybe I'm late. I don't know. But we've got to, there's some spicy argument going on that we're just going to rewind just a tiny bit and capture. Raina, thank you very much. Huge gift, 10 memberships. Oh my goodness. Raina, thank you. Kimbo Baggins, also brand new member. Welcome to the gallery. I love that ruby-throated hummingbird that you've got there on your profile picture. Love it. Kelly H says, almost vacay time. It's almost time. Your hair looks great, Kelly. You're going to have a wonderful time. Thank you very much. All right. Wow. You guys are absolutely amazing. Let's begin without further ado. Can we do that? Let's get some audio. There we go. Okay. All right. And some video. You want that as well? I think he's cuffed. Should be cuffed.
Yeah, we went there during lunch. Yeah.
Kay in South Carolina, 30-month anniversary. My cat's mom, yes, you pretty much got the gist of it right there.
Right. The photo was like September, right? Obviously has, something about it.
That's funny.
All right, everyone's here, including Mr. Nealy. Anything we need to talk about before we bring the jury back in?
Mm-hmm.
The victim impact letter?
Okay. I haven't seen it.
I have a copy for the judge.
All right, and is he going to be the next witness, or is it going to be later on?
No, it's going to be the end of the day.
At the end of the day, okay.
So we're going to argue about what's going to happen at the end of the day right now to see if it's allowed to happen.
Yeah. What time do they think that will be done tomorrow? Is that early?
What time do they say they're going to be done tomorrow? This whole process might take 2 weeks on this sentencing. There's a lot to argue. This can get spicy really quick, just as a warning. We've already, last night, after we stopped, they came back in and argued for about an hour and a half, including things about pictures of him that he sent his girlfriend standing in front of the mirror doing unmentionables. Those pictures are not coming in, thankfully. Are we still watching Mr. Mcgoo? Yes, but this just started, so I can't fall behind. We've got Mr. Mcgoo queued up.
Action from the defense.
Yes, Judge. First page, paragraph 4, where it starts, I didn't come here today. That's It's our position that that entire paragraph should come out.
This is a victim impact statement. Defense is asking to have a paragraph struck from the statement. The statement's scheduled to be read this
All right,
evening.
anything from the state? Fourth paragraph.
It speaks to the speaker's sense of duty to his father, the condition his father was in, who he was, an elderly man, he had been in a car accident, that sort of thing. I mean, it would seem to me that it would be all within the bounds of the statute.
Mr. Mcgoo comes tonight.
None of that, Judge, is within the bounds of the statute. And further, there's no vulnerable victim aggravator charged in this case.
Nor will we be arguing that.
Right, all right. All right, we'll take that out, okay? All right, anything else?
Yes, Judge, from paragraph, on second page, paragraph 3 all the way to the end.
Paragraph 3 all the way to the end. Basically, strike the first paragraph and then everything from 3 on. So you only get 2 and 3. Well, you only get paragraph 2. Everything else will be struck.
No, I think paragraph 3 is fine.
Including the part, Judge, that says, and now there is no more time left to make new memories.
Correct. I mean, that's part of the loss to the community. The community includes him, and he would have had a lot more memories, but now he's not. So that's in. And same thing with the next paragraph, that's in. This should never have happened, that's out, I think. Why don't we just take out that next to last paragraph, which is 3 really short sentences?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, so we're just taking out those 2 paragraphs. I don't know about the thank yous. I mean, I appreciate the thank you, but let's take out that very last paragraph, too.
Judge, you're going to allow them to keep in devastating and ripple effect of pain and trauma. I thought you took that out on the other one.
No. No, that's part of
That's the victim impact.
The result of the loss to the community, what the results are. So that's victim impact. That's the impact that the murder has on those in the community, including his family. So that stays in.
Well, but impact is defined. It's not like...
Well, except the case that I mentioned yesterday said it includes the victim's family, that they're part of the community. So I'm not just making this stuff up. Let me see if I can find it.
I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about who it's including. I'm talking about it being about uniqueness and resultant loss.
Right.
I'm not talking about who the community is. I'm talking about the resultant loss to the community.
Yeah, this court has recognized that evidence of grief and suffering due to the loss of the victim is evidence of the, quote, resultant loss to the community members by the victim's death, and therefore admissible victim impact panel. I mean, victim impact evidence. Every once in a while I'll say panel because I say it so many times on DUIs, and I don't say it that often on death penalty cases. Cozy versus State, 225 Southern 3rd, 717. There's Victorino again, huh? They're quoting Victorino v. State, 127 Southern 3rd, 478 at page 496. Further, this court has consistently upheld 3 victim impact panels, okay, and affirmed the presentation of numerous photographs. Okay, including 54 photographs of the victims and family photographs. And they just had 3 in this particular case. That's why they mentioned 3.
Yes, sir.
All right, so there it is. I mean, I'm not making this stuff up. All right, so state it's 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4th paragraph comes out, and the last 2 paragraphs come out, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. And we'll probably have a break in between, so you can let him know. All right. Anything else? Okay.
Enough for the state.
All right. All right. So let's go ahead and bring the jurors in.
Bring the jury. I like this judge. Gets a little animated in his decisions. As the jury comes in, we are going to do a palate cleanser at the end of this. We just got a lunch break, so I think that was our palate cleanser a little bit. But at the end of this, before the podcast tonight, we are going to watch Mr. Mcgoo in Mr. Simpson's court. We have that all queued up, Amber. Have no fear. We will show it. It is great. It is amazing.
Yeah.
Let's see. We're all queued up, and thanks for that. That was appreciate the file. It's beautiful. Waiting for the jury for wherever they were hiding. Can't see this. Mouse across the screen. There we go. Okay, just Amber, so you know, we've got it ready. It's right here. Okay, it's ready to go. All right. May I ask what the timestamp is for Mcgoo? It's the end of today. We haven't shown you yet. Let's see, but it happened a little over 2 hours ago. Do you have a placeholder up for Mcgoo? No, he's just on camera 3 right now. If you could see what I see, you've got program, camera 1, camera 2, camera 3, top corner right here. This is Mcgoo. He's thinking of chicken nuggets. Screenshot was like dingling. Yeah, you don't want to leave early. You're going to miss it. And it's a good one. It's juicy. It's like 15 minutes long. How long do you guys anticipate this hearing to last? 2 weeks. Defense has experts. I mean, they're going to bring...
Hey, please call your next witness.
They're going to bring some people.
They would call Ashley Luth.
Ashley Luth, next witness in this case.
You solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I do.
This way, please.
Such nice bailiffs. This way, please. TSA could take some lessons from these guys.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Shelby, you may inquire.
Thank you, Judge. Could you please introduce yourself to the jury?
Yep. My name is Ashley Luth.
And could you please spell your last name for the court reporter?
Yes, it's Luth.
And what do you do for a living?
I work for the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office within the Forensic Sciences Division.
And what sort of education and training do you have to be working in the Forensic Science Division?
I got my bachelor's degree from the University of Central Florida in forensics with minors in anthropology and chemistry. Once I got hired with the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office, we go through an in-house and in the field training.
Okay. And were you working with the Pinellas County Forensic Sciences Division back on January 1st of 2019?
I was.
And did you have occasion between January 1st and January 3rd of 2019 to respond to 1954 Juanita Way?
I did.
And what was your role in that investigation?
I responded on the second day, so that would have been the second, to document certain areas within the residence, collect items, and process the scene.
Okay. So I would like to show you State's Exhibits 119 through 123. Look at those. Tell me if you recognize those areas and what they depict.
A lot of pictures coming in today. We may also get to some Facebook messages.
Yes, I recognize them.
Judge, at this time, the state would like to move States 119 through 123 to evidence. No objection.
They're admitted.
So was one of the areas that you focused on, I'm going to call it kitchen, the area with the kitchen table?
Yes.
I'm going to show you States 119. Are you able to see it on the display screen?
Yes, I can.
Can you tell us what area are we looking at there?
We are looking at the dining room or kitchen table.
Okay, and was it clean?
No.
How would you describe it?
Cluttered.
In particular, were there multiple boxes from Domino's Pizza?
Yes.
And did you spend some time with those?
I did.
I'm now going to show States 120. Tell us what we're looking at there.
Those are a set of Kia keys.
And was that found on the kitchen table or the kitchen table area?
Yes.
Now, you were at the residence. Did you ever see the Kia parked at that residence?
Not that I recall.
Showing you States Exhibit 121. Is this a photograph of the area between the kitchen table and the island in the kitchen?
That is correct.
You see a lot of items on the floor?
Yes.
A lot of trash?
Yes.
Okay. Was and not necessarily you, but were the forensic technicians working on processing all of these different things and items that were located in this area?
Yes.
All right, so going back to that kitchen table, I'm going to show you stage 122. You take a close-up photograph of one of those pizza boxes?
I did.
And was the phone number on this particular pizza box 832-412-6528 where it would be delivered?
It's a little hard for me to read, but yes, I believe so. Thank you. 832-412-6528, yes.
And my next question, you might want to use the photograph. Does it show the date and time that that order came through?
It does.
And what was the date that you saw on that particular pizza box?
This date is 12/21. It's hard, you can't really, oh no, sorry, 2018. And then it's either 6:04 or 6:54 p.m. I can't make out the second digit.
Okay. And looking at that real quick, what was the address that it was delivered to?
1954 Juanita Way.
What do you have against pineapple on a pizza?
Where it says the price there, $39.66, is the date right below that?
Correct.
The motive for these three murders was to not get caught for the one he committed a year before. Their daughter and sister.
And was
his
this
wife.
pizza box 2 of 2, as indicated by the delivery receipt?
Yes.
And again, same date?
Yes.
Are you able to tell the time on that one?
I think it's, is that 5:54? I think.
Appears to be 5:54?
Yes. Yeah.
5:64.
A little clear.
And again, same phone number we just discussed, same address.
Yes.
You see 554 right there.
Yes.
Domino's needs a new printer for their labels.
And State's Exhibit 123, was that after you picked up the Beats box to get a good photograph of that label?
Yes.
All right, I want to show you some additional photographs. State's Exhibits 124 through 141. You can look at those for me. Recognize those areas, what those photographs are of?
With the exception of the Cracker Barrel receipt, I would have to refer to my report to see if I collected that.
Cracker Barrel.
Or documented that.
Cracker Barrel made
Would it help
the
you
record.
refresh your recollection if you did that?
Yes.
Do you have your
May I?
report with
Yes.
you? You do?
Yes. Okay, yes. I collected 3 receipts, so yes, that was one of them.
And I think supplement 36, page 6 of 8, I may assist you in, there's a couple paragraphs down, I think.
Yes, it says Cracker Barrel receipt. I see it.
Does that help you refresh your recollection?
Yes,
Okay. So do you recognize all these photographs?
I do.
And Judge, at this time, so would like to move State's Exhibits 124 through 141 into evidence?
No objection. They're admitted. Thank you.
Actually, let's start with that real fast. That's State's 141. State's 141, is that a photograph of a Cracker Barrel receipt?
Yes, it is.
And what was the date of that receipt, the date of the transaction?
12/14 of 2018,
And what time?
2:27 p.m.
And where was that store located?
Spring Hill, Florida.
Now, that particular receipt, find that on the kitchen table?
Yes. Yes.
All right, now I want to turn your attention to Stage 124. Can you describe for us what we're looking at Stage 124?
That is the kitchen.
And is this the kitchen from the refrigerator looking back towards the kitchen table?
Correct.
And the kitchen table would be just past the island?
That is correct.
Was it clean?
No.
How would you describe it?
Very cluttered, messy.
Okay, now were there areas within the kitchen that you did some processing.
Yes.
What areas were those?
I processed items on the counters, the islands, and the floor.
Okay, and which counter was your counter?
I did the southeast, which, so looking at this photo, the stove one on the left side of that picture, and then
Over here?
Yes, as well as left of the fridge, which is in the far right corner, so the north counter.
Over here?
Correct.
Okay. And before we get to the island, so was there a Halloween candy container and candy container lid that you processed in that kitchen?
Yes.
Was that on the north counter?
That's correct.
So would that have been the one next to the refrigerator?
Correct.
Okay. And that, what process did you use in order to process that item?
I processed it using black or magnetic powder.
Okay. And then once you process it, were you able to get anything visible that was a potential usable print?
Yes.
And what did you do with that once you got it?
I collect it and submit all of the lists to the APHIS division.
Okay. So did you collect a print from both the Halloween candy container and the Halloween candy container lid?
Yes.
And did you label those Halloween candy container north N for north counter room C and Halloween candy container lid north counter room C?
Yes.
Okay. Did you also process a cereal box in this kitchen?
I did.
Was that on the southeast corner?
That is correct.
So would that have been over on this counter over here?
Correct.
Let me see it in a different photograph.
I see a Burger King cup
multiple
too.
lists from that cereal box?
I believe so, yes. I would have to refer to my report again.
Okay. That would help you refresh your recollection.
This is the sort of crime scene that makes me glad I didn't go into law enforcement.
Yes, I collected 5 lists from the cereal box.
Okay. And did you label those cereal box, southeast counter room C?
Yes.
Okay. And additionally, I guess we can see it here, so let's talk about it. Was there an insulated cup on the island in this room?
Yes.
Is that kind of the nice shiny cup that we see?
Yes.
Kind of closest to the corner?
That's correct, yes.
And were you able to get, what process did you use to process that?
Same, the black and or magnetic powder.
Were you able to get lists from that?
I was.
And did you submit them to your APHIS section the same way you did the other ones?
Yes.
And did you label that insulated cup on island room C?
Yes.
So then was there also a vitamin bottle next to it on the island that you also used that same process to try and collect fingerprints?
Yes.
And were you able to get some?
Yes.
And did you submit those to APHIS and label a vitamin bottle on island room C?
Yes.
So we stayed there just working out, trying to build muscle so we
Turning our
were
attention
strong enough
to
to
stage
move the bodies.
125. This is a photograph of the island that we were just talking about from the other angle.
Correct.
Now, in the center of that island, is there a receipt?
Yes.
And was that from Home Depot?
Yes.
And is this photograph depict where it was, where you saw it?
Yes.
And then did you collect that and do further processing with it?
I did.
Okay. And on that receipt, did you get any fingerprints?
I did.
Did you submit those also to the APHIS section as Home Depot receipt? Home Depot receipt?
Yes.
And while we're talking about it, I guess you can't really see it as well on the screen. Was there a chair kind of in the middle of the kitchen over near the stove?
Yeah, it was like just south of the refrigerator.
And did you collect fingerprints from the back of that chair?
I did.
And were you able to get any potential prints?
I did.
Did you submit those to the APA section as well?
Yes.
And did you label those back of chair by southeast cabinets, room C?
Yes.
Thank you, Virginia.
We'll actually photograph that in a minute. So that Home Depot receipt we were just talking about that you got fingerprints from?
3 weeks.
State Exhibit 126. Is this a photograph of that receipt once you've collected it and spread it out a little nicer so it can be read?
Yes.
All right, and what was the date of the transaction on that Home Depot receipt?
It is 12/18/18
Gorilla
at
waterproof
12:27 p.m.
tape.
Okay, and what was the location of that Home Depot?
It was 10017 U.S. Highway 19 in Port Richey, Florida.
And
Kelly.
were there 3 canvas drop cloths purchased at $25.29 a piece?
That's correct.
Those are very nice drop cloths. Canvas, it's the best of the best. It's
Was
not
there
the cheap blue
Gorilla
tarps.
waterproof patch and seal tape purchased?
Yes.
And dock line with a dock line?
Yes.
And was the purchase paid for in cash?
That is correct.
States Exhibit 127.
I feel like I'm watching his hair grow.
Is
Slow
this
motion.
a photograph of the floor between the that island and the chair in the middle of the kitchen?
I believe the chair is on the top side of it, but it is on the south side of the island.
And was there a bunch of trash and stuff there?
Yes.
Now, in that area of the kitchen, were there a couple of garbage bags with things in them?
Yes.
States 128. In the sink in that kitchen, were there a bunch of empty cans of Bang energy drink?
Yes.
Is this photograph depict that?
Yes.
States 129. Is this a photograph of the floor between the island and that chair? And I guess that's the oven?
Yes.
Okay. And is that the trash bags that we were talking about?
Yes.
States 130. Here's a better picture of the chair. Is this the kitchen area depicting part of the sink on the left, refrigerator kind of in the middle, the entryway into the living room also kind of in the middle, just to the right of the refrigerator, and the chair partially blocking that entryway?
Yes.
And also the island on the far right?
Correct.
So this particular photograph, can we see the chair that you took the fingerprint lift from, that you labeled back of chair by southeast cabinets, room C?
Yes.
Now, so far, I've asked you about a couple of specific places that you lifted fingerprint from. Did you lift fingerprint from a lot of other areas in this residence?
I did.
Okay. And also, can we see on the island the insulated cup and the vitamin bottle?
Yes.
Backing up just a little bit. Is there a Domino's pizza box right there on that counter? I guess that's the southeast counter.
Correct. Yes.
All right. And did you also photograph that pizza box's receipt area?
Yes.
And was that one also delivered to 1954 Juanita Way?
Thank you. Yes, it was.
And if you could look at that for me and tell me what the phone number is that's on that one.
The phone number is 561 1-891-2796.
And the time is 6:59 p.m.
It's difficult to read from this, but that looks accurate.
Yeah, I don't know if a bigger super chat gets you more points or not. I don't know.
Exhibit
But thank you.
132.
Thank you.
A close up of the date and time stamp from that particular pizza box.
It is.
So, what was the date? What was the time?
The date was 12/15 of 2018. Time was 6:59 p.m.
While they're doing this, I'm going to zoom in and show you the property
Bring the state's exhibit
on. Let's see what the next picture is.
133. You recall this item?
Yes.
Oh, it does.
It's
It
a
does.
GameStop
Holy
receipt.
cow.
And stage 133 is a photograph of the GameStop receipt?
Yes.
And
It
where did you
works.
find this approximately?
May I refer to my report to refresh my memory?
I don't know how long it lasts, though. Okay, they're looking at receipts. I'm going to show you where this property is in Florida. Let's do a quick deep dive.
That was on the southeast counter.
That counter that we referred to earlier where the Domino's pizza box was?
Yes.
Let's see if we can get some
I'm gonna
road
zoom
views.
in and
Oh,
ask
no road
you-
view. Bummer.
Can you tell us what the read that, or do you want me to hand you that?
Do you mind handing it to me? Sorry.
This is where the
Thank you.
the grave was
What was the
dug
date
right
and
there.
time of that transaction?
Date and time was 12/16/18. It looks like 7:07.
Okay, and what was the location of that GameStop?
33342 US Highway 19 North in Palm Harbor, Florida.
So Palm Harbor, Florida, that would be here in Pinellas County?
Correct.
And State's Exhibit 134, is that a close-up of the middle of that receipt?
Thank
Yes.
you, Jules.
Could you read what it says for us right there in the middle?
Thanks, Shelby Nealy, for shopping at GameStop.
Okay,
It's for shopping at GameStop.
Showing you State's 135. Talked about some garbage bags on the floor there in the kitchen. Did you start to go through those garbage
It's got
bags?
somebody's ID in
Yes.
All right, and in this particular photograph, in the garbage bag, was there like a wallet with an ID in it?
Yes.
And State's 136. Did you take a close-up photograph of the ID in that wallet?
I did.
And who was that ID for?
Laura Ann, I don't know how to say the last name, I'm sorry.
Ivancic?
Ivancic.
Florida driver's license.
Were there additional
Deanie
things
Wallace,
in
thank
that trash bag?
Yes.
To include a Bank of America Cash Rewards MasterCard with a name on it?
Yes.
And whose name was on that?
Nicholas J. Ivancic.
Did you do some photographing? Did you photograph the refrigerator of the kitchen?
I did.
All right. And is State 138 one of the photographs of the refrigerator that you took?
Yes.
And in fact, I think we can see a reflection of that chair that's in the middle there. Is that correct?
Yes.
What were you documenting in this particular photograph?
Areas of possible blood.
In that ruler, it says Levesque.
Levesque, yes.
Levesque? Why does it say that?
That's my maiden name.
Was that your name at the time?
Yes.
Was it your ruler, your hand you were documenting?
I believe someone was holding the scale for me, but that is my ruler, yes. Or scale.
Were you documenting?
Congratulations on your wedding.
Blood spatter on the refrigerator there?
Correct.
Rebecca, thank you. 30 months.
Showing you states at
Go to
139.
Buttercup as well.
This is another close-up photograph of the refrigerator.
Yes.
Again, we can see that the reflection of that chair in there.
Yes.
Were you documenting additional blood spatter?
Yes.
Is what you're documenting those dark spots there on the finish of the refrigerator?
Correct.
And I'm showing you stage 140. Before I put it up there. You recognize where that's from?
Yes.
Can you tell us where it's from?
It is the wall to the right or the east of the refrigerator.
Okay. So like the small section before you moved into the next room?
Correct.
And did you observe what appeared to be blood spatter on that area?
Yes.
Is that what you're documenting with this photograph?
Yes.
And without these 3 spots?
Yes.
Now I want to turn your attention to a different area.
Whoa.
I'd like you to look through state's exhibits. Let's do 142 through 154.
Tammy, thank you very much.
You could look at all these for me and let me know if you recognize them.
Virginia Little, back with the crown again. Says one more time for the crown. It worked. Thank you all. I'm the winner here, but I appreciate your generosity. I'm glad you're having fun. Where's your OG? Oh, did I not say OG? I said 30 months. OG. Thank you, Rebecca.
I do.
And Judge, at this time, the state would like to move state's exhibits 142 through 154 into evidence.
No objection.
You're admitted.
And I'm going to display state's exhibit. We'll start with state's exhibit 143. What is this photograph of?
It is a photograph in the laundry room looking back towards the hallway, and it's of a box or items on the floor.
Okay. Now these butcher paper areas or cardboard, are those things that you forensic technicians put down in order to try and preserve the scene?
Yes.
Okay. But the box, that's the way you found it?
Correct.
And on top of that box, was there a package that you picked up and photographed?
Yes.
So now I'm showing you State's Exhibit 142. You flip over that package. Is this what it was?
Yes.
Orange cleaning gloves?
Correct.
Marianne, thank you. Congratulations on 12 months.
You spent some time in that laundry room?
I did.
So I'm going to show you State's Exhibit 144. Is this a photograph in the laundry room?
Yes.
And there's a washer, a dryer on the right. And what's that right on top of the dryer? Can you see that?
From here, it looks like a surgical mask.
Okay. Similar to what I like to call COVID masks?
Yes.
But this was beginning of 2019. That was before anyone ever heard of COVID, right?
That's correct.
Okay. Now, in this area, it's obstructed a little bit by the door. Is there a sink back there?
Yes.
Is there also a safe?
Yes.
And that would be kind of towards the left of the photograph?
Correct.
Did you look inside the washer?
I did.
What did you see?
Clothing.
I'm going to show you States 145. Take this photograph when you open the washer.
Who does a load
I
with
don't
two
believe
pieces
this is
of
my
laundry?
photograph, but that's what I saw, yes.
So it's paired accurately depicts exactly what you saw when you were in the water?
Yes.
Okay. And did it appear like the washer had been run and the clothes was stuck to the side?
That's correct.
Had never been moved to the dryer?
Correct.
Okay. And did you pick up one of those clothing items and kind of display it so that you could see what the front of it looked like?
I did.
All right, and I'm showing stage 146. Sorry, yeah, 146. Is this kind of showing the front of that photograph?
The front of the shirt, yes.
Front, yeah. Sorry, front of the shirt?
Yes.
Was there like a classic Punisher emblem on the front of that shirt?
Yes.
And the other item in there, was it, I'm showing stage 147, pair of shorts?
Yes.
Did the pair of shorts appear to have like either paint or bleach or some type of chemical splotches on them?
They had something on them, yes.
And I'm showing stage 148. Is this that same shirt that we just saw inside the washer after you picked it up and laid it out?
Yes.
And does it appear to have marks from either chemicals or bleach or some sort of paint?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to show you stage exhibit 149. We talked about a safe and a sink kind of in the corner of that laundry room. Can you see the sink here, kind of the center bottom of this photograph?
Yes.
And right next to the sink behind that door, is that where the safe was?
Yes.
So just barely, you can see part of it there, but it's mostly obstructed by that open cabinet door?
Correct.
Okay. And stage 150. January 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, 2019?
Yes, I was.
And did you have occasion to respond to 1954 Juanita Way?
I did.
And which days were you there?
May I look at my report?
You may.
A lot of these officers have to reflect
I was on
their
scene on
reports.
January 2nd into January 3rd.
This is 2018. This happened, right? This is a long time ago.
And did you assist with the processing of items in the kitchen of that residence?
I did.
Okay, so I want to show you some photographs that are already in evidence. First, State's Exhibit 121. We've already heard testimony that this is the floor between.
Yeah.
Can you see it on the screen behind me?
Princess Buttercup, thank you very much. Your mom is an OG.
Is that good?
Josh, thank you as well.
Okay.
You guys are the best. Thanks for your support.
Yes.
There's a couple of other screens in the courtroom too. I don't know if they're too far away. One there and one there. Okay.
Is that like a flat of Bang
Now,
energy
picture
drinks?
this item right here.
That right there.
An empty box of Bang cans with plastic.
Called it.
Did you do any processing on that particular item? What kind of processing did you do?
I processed it with black and white powder.
And what was the purpose of doing that?
Looking for any fingerprints on that packaging.
And did you have successful results?
Yeah, refer to my report. Yeah, a lot of areas that we collected. Yes, on the wrapping and the bottom of the Bang box wrapping as well.
So 2 different areas?
Yes, 2 areas on the actual wrapping of the box.
And what did you do once you got positive results?
All my latents were submitted to the APHIS division.
Okay. Is there a way that you kind of preserve them, lift them?
We lift them with tape and place it on a latent card, and then we initial the edge of the tape to show that it was our placement. Once we return to the office, we write all the case information on the back, and then we submit them to the APHIS division to be examined by latent examiners.
So on the two particular lists that you got from there, did you label them as exterior of the bang box wrapping on floor, room C, and then also exterior bottom of bang box wrapping on floor?
Yes.
From room C? Okay. Now, this item over here on the far right, is that a Skippy jar?
Yes.
And did you
Is it
process
smooth or
that the
crunchy?
same way that you just described for us with the other item?
I did.
Were you able to get any lifts from the Skippy jar on the floor?
Yes.
And did you submit those to APHIS the same way you did the other ones?
Yes, I did.
And did you label that Skippy jar on floor room C?
Exterior, yeah, Skippy jar.
Also, in the kitchen, did you do any processing of the microwave?
I did.
Did you process it to go to the microwave door?
Yes, I did.
And what sort of processing were you doing?
The same powder processing.
And did you get any results from the microwave door?
I did.
And did you, was it potential fingerprint results?
Yes, ridge detail.
And did you then submit the fingerprint results to APHIS the same way you did the other ones that you described for us?
Yes, I did.
Did you label that microwave door?
Control panel on yes, exterior microwave door, yes.
Now, we talked about the kitchen some. In addition to the kitchen, did you do some processing in the bathroom of that residence?
Yes.
Now, I'm going to show you a set of photographs. States Exhibits 156 through 170. Would you look at those for me? Let me know if you recognize them or recognize what they depict.
Try to figure out what's on the pictures here in just a second. DSN, thank you very much. Welcome. Welcome. You're doing fabulous. Thanks for checking in.
Yes.
Okay. Judge, at this time, the state would like to move States Exhibits 155 through 170 into evidence.
No objection.
All right. They're admitted.
I'm going to display States Exhibit 155.
Before you said 156, but I think it's definitely 155 and 170, right?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay.
155.
All right. They're admitted.
What is this a photograph of?
That's the bathroom, which we labeled room H.
Okay. And was the counter clean?
No.
Were there a lot of items on it?
Yes, there are.
Now, did you do different things with these items?
I did.
Did you process them in a similar manner to the way that you described you process items in the kitchen in order to see if you could develop latent prints?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know, Rebecca. I don't know
Did you take
the reason behind that.
fingerprints from the clear glass that we can see there on the counter?
Yes.
I think it's a CD
And
player
were you able
or
to
radio or something.
get any prints from the clear glass?
I did.
And did you submit those to APHIS with the label exterior clear glass room H?
Yes, I did.
And how about, there's a loom bug behind the clear glass?
Yep.
Did you get any fingerprints from the loom bug?
Yes, I did.
And did you submit those to APHIS with the label exterior loom bug room H?
Yes, I did.
All right, and was there a smaller plastic cup on the north of the sink?
Yes, there was.
You see that in this photograph?
I do.
And did you do the same process you described, and were you able to develop any prints on the small cup?
Yes.
And did you submit those to APHIS with the the label exterior small clear plastic cup north of sink, room H?
Yes.
Was there a Hansen's face value children's pain and fever bottle?
Yes, there was.
And where was that? Can you see that in this photograph?
Yes, kind of like, almost like behind the sink to the left there. Yeah. Yes, that's it.
Did you go through that process to try and develop prints from that item?
I did.
And were you able to get any?
Yes, I did.
Did you submit those to APHIS with the label exterior Hansen's face value children's pain and fever bottle, room H?
Yes, I did.
And was there black cherry incense package in this room?
Yes.
Can you see it in this photograph?
Right, I believe it's the one
Right next to my shoulder.
This one right here?
Right here.
Yes.
That's it.
And did you go through the same process with the black cherry incense package?
Yes, I did. I believe, is that the one I took with me? I actually took that back to the office. I believe I processed that at the office.
Okay. And did you process it the same way, or did you use a different process?
I did that process in some other processes.
Okay. And what were the other processes you used?
I believe I did a lot of processing. There was
I did a lot of processing. Understatement of the
glue.
trial.
I used a super glue chamber to fume them. And I used a dye stain after that. I did powder and then dye staining.
Okay. And were you able to develop any prints from the back of the black cherry incense package?
Yes, I did.
Did you submit those to your APHIS section with the label exterior back of black cherry incense package, room H?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And was there some plastic wrapper up on this counter somewhere?
Yes, the mask wrapper, or
the mesh stick plastic wrapper.
yes, the other incense wrapper is actually near the blue mug, and the I think it's right next to that heater.
Over here?
Yes, I believe it's right there on the top. Yep.
Okay. And did you use one of the processes that you described already to develop latent prints from that?
Yes, that's another one that I brought back to the lab and processed with super glue and dye staining and powder.
Were you able to get potential prints that you could submit to your APHIS section?
I did.
Did you submit those as exterior Ganesh stick plastic wrapper, room H?
Yes.
Okay. And was there a particulate mask package that was also on this counter?
Yes.
And can we see that right about there?
Yes.
Was that something you took back to your lab to process?
It was.
And did you go through what the process you described for us to develop latent lists from that?
Yes, I did.
And did you get any potentially usable ones?
I did.
And did you submit those to your APHIS section labeled exterior back of 3M particulate mask package, room H?
That's a tough thing to say.
And did you see 2 white air fresheners on that sink?
Yes, I did.
Did you collect those?
I did.
And I'm going to show you State's Exhibit 156. Can you tell us what we're looking at there?
That's going to be a photograph of the bathroom floor from standing out in the hallway.
Okay, and was the bathroom floor clean?
No.
And were there items of potential interest there on the floor?
Yes, there were.
Now, I'm showing you State's Exhibit 157. Is that a close-up of that garbage can kind of in the middle?
Yes, it is.
Did you do any additional processing on that garbage can?
I processed that with the powder at the seam.
Okay. And was that in order to try and develop fingerprints?
It was.
And were you successful?
Yes.
Were you able to develop fingerprints on multiple areas of that trash can?
I did.
And did you submit 2 fingerprints, at least 2 fingerprints, but 2 in particular are labeled interior back of gray trash can room H and interior left side gray trash can room H.
Yes, I did.
And those lists both came from that gray trash can?
Yes, they did.
It's just a mess.
So I'm going to turn your attention to State's Exhibit 158. There's an, is this the toilet in that bathroom we're just looking at?
Yes, it is.
And was there a package that you found on the floor area that you put on top of the toilet in order to photograph?
Yes, the paint can and bottle opener packaging.
I believe, was there actually like a paint can opener on the floor in the hallway close to the master bedroom?
I don't know.
We saw that in another photo.
You didn't go
Not
that
in
far?
that area. No, I did not.
And I'm showing you stage 59. Is that a close-up of the sink area where you can kind of see that packaging you were talking about?
Yes.
As well as some of those other items that we have discussed that you took some fingerprints from?
Yes.
And there's like some sort of heater here on the, I guess that'd be the top right.
Yes.
Kind of unique, something you don't see on every bathroom counter?
Usually on the counter.
State's Exhibit 160. Is this a different angle of that same bathroom counter? We can see some of those items that we were discussing, in particular the small cup, the Hansen's face value children's pain and fever bottle.
Yes, it is.
Oh, in this photograph, can you see a towel rack in the mirror?
I can.
Did you do any processing of that?
I did.
And what did you do in order to process that?
I also processed that with black and magnetic powder.
And did you get any results?
I did.
Did you submit those to APHIS, labeling it Towel Bar Room H?
Yes.
Can you see 161, and can you see the blue mug a little bit easier behind that clear plastic cup?
Yes.
And this is, obviously, this is a bathroom counter. It's a state of disarray.
It is.
All right, and I'm going to show you State's Exhibit 162. Did you take that paint can and bottle opener package back to your office and take photographs of it further?
Yes, I did.
And did it have like an orange paint splotch on the top of it there?
Yes.
Showing you 163. Recognize this item?
Yes, I also collected that from the bathroom and brought it back to the office.
Was this kind of in the gray trash can that's on the floor there?
Yes.
And did you process this for fingerprints?
I did.
And were you able to get any potentially usable ones?
Yes, I did.
Did you submit those to your APHIS section as exterior blade can room H?
Yes.
Now, blade, what does that do?
It's an air freshener.
Okay. Were you in the residence for a period of time?
I was on the second day of the processing, yes.
Did it smell like blade?
It just smelled
How
like
did you try to smell?
not a sponsor.
It smelled like decomposition.
Was it a strong smell or not so strong?
I could smell it from outside, a little ways away outside when I drove into the mobile home park.
And did you wear anything to help you from the smell when you were in the residence and processing it?
Yes, wore masks.
All right, I'm showing you 164. Top of a paint can. Is this an item that you found on the floor right there next to the trash can in the bathroom?
Yes, they were kind of, I think, falling out of the trash can. It was on that side.
Okay, and was this, you took it back to your lab and photographed it?
I did.
Did it have the color of what was likely in whatever this paint can was there on the top?
Yes.
And the date on this was June 28th of 2017.
June 23rd, 2017? Yep. Yes.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
June 20, yes, it did, June 23rd of 2017.
You also collect this called paint can lid.
Yes,
And take this photograph of it.
I did.
And was the date on that one July 2nd of 2017?
Yes, it is.
And did you collect this, I'm sorry, you stage 166, collect this paint can lid from that bathroom as well?
I did.
Were these all in the same place there, kind of spilling out of the trash can?
Yes, they were.
Okay, and this had orange paint on the top of it?
Yes.
And the date on this one was March 11th of 2015?
Can't see much of anything here.
Yes.
Maybe focus.
And States Exhibit 167, was that another paint lid that you found on the floor there in the bathroom?
Yes, it was.
This looks like paint that he did not buy, but just found in the shed.
And dated 2014, up there on the top corner.
Fall is here,
I believe it
incognito.
says-
This is him.
Yeah, 5 something of 14. I can't read the middle number.
And then States Exhibit 168, another paint can lid that you found on the floor of that bathroom?
Yes.
Spilling out of the trash can. And the date on that one was it in 2015?
Yes.
And States Exhibit 169. Those two air fresheners, did you collect them and then photograph them back at your office?
Yes, I did.
And are these the two air fresheners after they've been removed and are sitting at your office?
Yes.
So, were they helping?
No. No.
I don't think he bought the air fresheners.
And then
We haven't
page
seen those on a receipt, have
170.
we?
For these two different pieces.
Yes, of the same 3M particulate mask packaging.
Okay, so there was a plastic part and then there was the cardboard part?
Correct.
And the plastic part that was on the counter there in the bathroom?
Yes.
You saw the pictures of it there?
Yes.
And how about the cardboard part?
It was on the floor, I believe, or like around the garbage can or inside.
In that same bathroom?
Yes, in that same area.
He stayed long enough that the smell got to be a problem.
All right. So I can,
Like he lived in that
just
house.
a moment.
He like ordered pizza and answered the door and paid, grabbed the pizza from the pizza guy. And then he went back in there and then
I don't have any more questions, Judge.
Any
nothing.
cross-examination?
No,
Thank you. Ma'am, you may step down.
Thank you.
State, please call your next witness.
This time the state calls Christy Klotz.
I think we have a couple of these officers. They divided up this this house into areas, into rooms. We got each one testifying about what they found in each room. I think we're over halfway done, but still some more pictures to go. I have not seen any body pics. We've caught like a body under a tarp briefly. But
This
way, please.
Good afternoon. Dork, you may inquire.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Could you please state your name and spell it for the record?
Good afternoon. My name is Christy Klotz. Christy is Kristi. Klotz is Klotz.
And where are you employed?
I am a forensic science specialist at the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office.
And how long have you worked there?
I've been at the Sheriff's Office for 18 years. I believe 12 of them have been in the Forensic Sciences Division.
Okay. And what did you do before you were with Forensic Sciences?
Before that, I was in the Property and Evidence Division at the Sheriff's Office.
What sort of training and education do you have related to your job?
So I have an Associate's in Sciences degree in Crime Scene Technology. I have a bachelor's degree in Criminal Forensics. Upon being hired at the Sheriff's Office, I went through a field training program in the Forensic Sciences Division. And then once I was on my own throughout those years, I've had different trainings throughout the years. As a member of our major case response team, I have kind of every month we do kind of refresher training as well.
And were you working in that capacity in early January of 2019?
Yes, I was.
Do you recall becoming involved in an investigation occurring at 19541 Juanita Way in Tarpon Springs?
I do, yes.
What was the first day that you were involved in that investigation?
I arrived on scene on January 2nd, which I believe was the second day.
Had the scene been partially processed by the time you became involved?
Yes.
What did you do when you first arrived?
So when I first arrived, I met with detectives that were on scene as well as my supervisors, and they kind of directed me as to the tasks that they wanted me to perform.
Okay, and what did they direct you to do from there?
So the very first thing I did was I was with a detective, and we went through a vehicle. It was a minivan that was parked in the carport of the residence. I basically photographed the minivan, and there were some items of evidence that I was requested to collect.
Okay. And after you did so, did you move on to examining the rest of the enclosed porch area?
Yes, I did.
And what did you observe in that area?
So the front door of the residence it's enclosed in like a screened-in porch area. I was kind of tasked with photographing that area as well as processing it. And again, I was with a detective. So I photographed the area. There was also a small utility room that was in the porch area that I photographed. And there were some items of evidence within that porch area that I was requested to collect.
Now, you mentioned that you photographed some items in that porch area. Was one of them a box that appeared to contain trash?
Yes.
So much
Your Honor, may I
trash
approach the
in
witness?
scene.
You may.
For the record, those were states 171 through 176 for identification. Do you recognize those items now?
Yes, I do.
What are they?
So those were items that were located, it was a chewy box that was lying on the ground inside the screened enclosure, and those are items that were found inside the box.
And are the photographs a fair and accurate depiction of those items?
Yes, they are.
Your Honor, at this time, the state would move states 171 through 176.
No objection. They're admitted. Thank you.
And let's look through those photographs. We'll start with 171. What can you tell us about the items as they appear to you?
So upon looking in the box, honestly, it just looked like there was just a bunch of trash in there. It looked like there were some fast food containers, fast food bags, some empty cups, things of that nature.
Did you observe a mask to the right of that box?
Yes, they were like the particulate masks that I observed laying on the floor there.
Was that mask from you or any of your associates that were processing the scene?
No, it was not.
Was that the same type of mask that you were using?
No, it was not.
Now, as you started going through and you took additional photos, let's walk through those. This is states 170.
More pizza. The Ritz cracker in there.
So that was an empty Domino's pizza box.
And what is to the upper right of that in that picture?
I can't really tell.
They hand you the photo. To
Yeah.
get closer.
If you can't tell, then we can't tell either. So
I'm not quite sure what you're referencing.
Does it appear to be a dirty diaper?
Yes, yeah, yes.
Now, in 173, this is another photograph of the pizza box from another angle.
Yes.
Now, can you tell the phone number that was given for that order according to this box?
Yes, I can see that up top.
And what is that?
It appears to be either 561 or 581 881 2788.
Let me hand it to you so you can get a closer look there. I know it's hard to read up on the screen.
She got it wrong.
Oh yeah, that's way off. It's 561 891 2796. It appears to be. Thank you.
And did that also have the address 1954 Juanita Way listed across the top?
Yes.
Now, on the bottom right, under the total price, there's a date and time punched on that box. Can you read that?
It appears to be 12/14/18, so December 14th, 2018 at 4:55 p.m.
Thank you. The next item that you photographed from that box we have right here. This is States 174. Do you recognize this item?
Yes, I do.
And what is that?
That was a McDonald's receipt that was also found inside that Chewy box.
Does it say which McDonald's it's from?
Yes.
And what is that?
It is from the Port Richey McDonald's
Is that located
in
on US
Pasco.
19?
Correct. 8527 US 19
Is
North.
there a date and time just below that?
Yes, that would be 12/18/2018, so December 18th, 2018. Kind of hard to read the time, 11:28 a.m. 11:36 a.m.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
We have another receipt here, it states 175. Unfortunately, it looks like this one's a little washed out. So you're definitely not going to be able to read that up on the screen. So I'll hand that to you.
Okay.
What information did that receipt contain?
This is also a McDonald's receipt. It looks like McDonald's restaurant, Port Richey, Florida. Looks like 12/18 of 2018, so December 18th at 11:36 a.m.
That was 175. Now we have 176. This is additional items that you found in that box. What do we see here?
So this was a spray paint can that was found underneath some of those items in the Chewy box.
Does that indicate that it's gloss white Krylon spray paint?
Yes, that's correct.
The appearance of the spray paint from a can like this, was it consistent with the white spray paint you saw inside the residence?
It appeared it was white, so it's possible.
Ma'am, I'm approaching you now with the mark that states 210 for identification purposes. Can you take a look at that one?
What is that?
Okay, this would be the Krylon spray paint can that I collected from that Chewy box.
Did you place it in this bag? Secured in evidence?
Yes, I did. Yes.
Packaging indicate that it has not been opened or changed at all since you placed it in that bag?
That's correct. It appears that the seal is still intact with my initials on it and the date.
At this time, the state would move to enter states 210 into evidence as states 210.
No objection. It's admitted.
Ben, could you open up that bag for us?
Sure.
A little ASMR incoming. Here's a can of spray paint.
Your Honor, may the witness have permission to step down and publish the item to the jury?
She may.
Thank you, ma'am. Can you please return it to the back now?
Thank you.
Ma'am, now, when we were up there talking about the various items that you had observed in that screened-in area in that box, we talked a little bit about the respirator mask that you found on the ground, and that it was different than the type of mask that you were wearing. What kind of mask were you wearing at that time?
So I was wearing a respirator mask that covers my nose and my mouth, and it has filters. It has filters on each side to help filter out any smells.
And were you wearing that even though you were outside the residence cataloging items?
When I was outside, I was not wearing it, but when I was inside, I did wear the respirator mask.
Why was it necessary to wear it when you were inside?
So it was very, I guess I could describe it as very chemically smelling inside the residence. So I was told immediately before entering the residence, you're going to put your respirator mask on because of the chemical smell. So that's why that was worn.
Okay. When you were in the screened-in area and you examined the items from this box and took photographs of it, did you also take any fingerprints or DNA samples or anything of that nature in that screened-in area?
Yes, I did. I collected DNA as well as latent prints, or looked for latent prints, did latent print processing.
Okay. After you finished processing that area, where did you move to next?
So when I was done inside the screen porch, I went inside the residence where I collected DNA as well as did latent processing in two particular areas of the house that were labeled room B and C. It was basically the kitchen and then sort of a living room that was off of the kitchen.
And which was which? Which was B and which was C?
B was kind of the I would probably label it as like the second living room, and then C was labeled as the kitchen.
And so you said you assisted in examining those rooms as well?
That's correct.
And what assistance did you provide in those rooms?
So in both of those rooms, I collected DNA, And then I did latent print processing on pretty much any surface or any item that was in those rooms that I could attempt to collect latent prints from in rooms B and C.
Okay. And in processing the exterior as well as room B and room C, did you collect numerous fingerprints off various items?
I did, yes.
Okay. And did you have other individuals from the forensic team also assisting in doing the same thing in those rooms?
Yes, I recall there were several of us in there that were doing latent prints and collecting DNA and other various things.
Now, in room C, I'd like to talk to you about a few specific latent prints that you lifted. I know that you took quite a few, so
Yes.
let's not talk about all of them.
Thank you.
The few that I want to focus on, all of which are in room C, come from a few specific items. Do you recall lifting prints from an item that was a bowl from the kitchen table in room C?
I do, yes.
Okay. And how did you lift the print from that item?
So all of the fingerprint processing that I did within those two rooms was strictly powder processing, with just basically black powder with a fingerprint brush.
Mm-hmm. So after you put the black powder with the brush, how do you actually lift the print off of that object to retain
So
it?
when I identify that there's potentially ridge detail that possibly represents a fingerprint, we basically take a piece of clear tape. It goes on top of the print, and then once the tape is peeled off, it goes on to basically like a white index card.
Okay. And that's what you did with the bowl from kitchen table item?
That's correct, yes.
Okay. And did you do the same thing from a Christmas card box from the kitchen floor in room C?
Yes.
Okay. And is that how you labeled the prints that you took from that item?
Yes, correct.
Okay. And was that the same for the bowl?
Yes.
Okay. Now, did you also lift prints from the white trash can from the kitchen floor of room C?
Yes, I did.
And did you label it as such?
Yes.
Did you lift prints from the chip bag from kitchen floor in room C?
Yes, I did.
And did you label it in the same way?
Yes.
And then finally, did you lift prints from the coffee cup from kitchen island in room C?
Yes, I did.
And did you label that in the same way?
Yes.
Did you obtain multiple possible prints from some of these items?
I did, yes.
Okay. And were all the latent prints that you lifted from the scene subsequently sent to your APHIS division for further analysis?
Yes, they were.
After your initial participation in this investigation, lifting prints from various rooms, taking photographs, as well as taking samples, did you later assist in the collection of DNA swabs from a hammer that had been recovered from the scene?
I did not, no.
You did not, okay. Were all of the samples you lifted, both the fingerprints you lifted and the samples that you drew for DNA analysis, all sent to respective labs to be examined afterwards?
I'm not sure. When I submit the fingerprints, they all get put in. They're all labeled with the case number, the information, the date, where I got the latent print from. It all goes into an envelope that is sealed with evidence tape, and then that is taken to our APHIS fingerprint division so that they can do the actual fingerprint analysis. Where it goes from there, once it leaves my hands and gets dropped off to them, I don't know what happens to it. In regards to the DNA that is collected, it is sealed into an envelope. It's turned into our property and evidence division, and that's the last I ever see of it. So I'm not entirely sure if that was sent.
But everything that you processed would have been cataloged, put into evidence, and then someone else would make the decision what to do from there, right?
That's correct, yes.
Your Honor, may I have a moment?
You may.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
No questions, thank you.
Thank you.
We're moving.
Great, thank you
That was
so
a
much.
quick one. We'll have a victim impact statement to end today. And then a quick one from Judge Simpson's court. It's a palate cleanser.
State, please call your next witness.
At this time, the state would call Chris Lemon.
Chris Lemon. Chris Lemon's the name I saw on the probable cause affidavit. Could be a chief investigator. detective or something.
This way, please, sir. Step right here. Face the cloak, raise your right hand. Right.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Okay. This way, please, sir. Please watch your steps. Keep the microphone loud.
What brand of camera is that over me right here?
Thank you, Your Honor. Sir, could you please state your name and spell it for the record?
My name is Christopher Lemon. That's Christopher. Last name Lemon, L-E, M as in Mike, O-N.
Double M.
And where are you employed, sir?
The Hillsborough County State Attorney's Office.
In what capacity?
As an investigations administrator.
Okay. Are you a sworn law enforcement officer in your current position?
No.
Have you been a sworn law enforcement officer before?
Yes.
And where did you work?
I worked at the Tarpon Springs Police Department for approximately 10 years in the capacity of a patrol officer, then a detective, and finally as a patrol sergeant overseeing nighttime operations at the police department.
Did you have any other law enforcement experience prior to working for Tarpon Springs?
No, I did not.
What's your educational background?
I have a bachelor's degree in English from Washington State University, and then a Juris Doctorate in law from St. Thomas University School of Law.
And are you licensed to work as an attorney?
I am not.
Okay. Did the education that you received in law assist you in your career in law enforcement?
Absolutely.
What sort of training did you receive to become a law enforcement officer?
So, at the Tarpon Springs Police Department, I had the opportunity to take numerous courses related to death and homicide investigations, crime scene reconstruction, interview and interrogation. I also took numerous courses related to like DUI investigations. I'm a certified breath test operator and a certified police diver.
Ooh, police diver.
Did you become involved in the investigation of the murders at 19541 Juanita Way in Tarpon Springs in January 2019?
Yes, I did.
And was that in your capacity as a sworn law enforcement officer for that department?
It was. It was while I was a detective at the police department.
Mm-hmm. What was your initial role in that investigation?
So my initial role in that investigation was coordinating with the state attorney's office and authoring a search warrant for the residence at 1954 Juanita Way.
When you were on scene, or actually, let me back up a second. Did you go to the scene that first day, January 1st?
Yes, I did. I responded directly to the scene upon being advised of what the patrol officers discovered.
Okay. While you were on scene, did you have occasion to observe a 2010 Hyundai Elantra that was parked near the trailer park community pool area?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And why was that vehicle of interest to you in the investigation?
So that vehicle ended up, when it was discovered, we learned it was registered to Jamie Ivanchik.
Mm-hmm. And was that someone that your agency was trying to get a hold of in relation to the investigation at that time?
Yes.
Okay. While you were there, were any photographs taken of that vehicle, to your knowledge?
Yes, there was.
Okay. Your Honor, may I approach the witness?
You may.
For the record, I'm showing the witness 177 and 178. Please take a look at those two photographs. Do you recognize those photographs?
Yes, I do.
And do they depict the vehicle we were just talking about?
Yes, I do.
Are they fair and accurate depictions of the vehicle as you saw them on that date?
Yes, sir.
This time the state would move to admit 177 and 178 into evidence.
They're admitted.
Was there anything that struck you as unusual about the vehicle when you observed it?
So the vehicle, when it was discovered, the vehicle was locked, but the keys, there was visible keys on the front driver's seat.
Showing 178 now. Are these the keys that you were just mentioning?
Yes, sir.
And they were plainly visible in the middle of that seat to anyone outside the vehicle?
Yes.
Like he was trying to have it stolen?
177 down. Is that as the vehicle appeared more from a distance?
Yes.
This car is important because he mentioned before he killed them that he was going to be acquiring this car. So we're going to hear some testimony about that.
So how were you able to determine who the vehicle belonged to, or did someone else do that?
I don't remember exactly who discovered it, but we run the VIN or the tag through our computer system, and it shows the registered owner. So when we did that, it showed that the registered owner was Jamie Vanchik.
Okay. And during that initial investigation, did you also become aware that a different vehicle that belonged to Laura Ivancic was actually missing from the residence?
Yes, we discovered that a 2013 Kia Sorento was missing from the residence.
Did you do anything in an attempt to locate that vehicle?
Yes, so we classified the vehicle as being first as a felony vehicle and then a stolen vehicle within the FCIC NCI database, which essentially what that is a law enforcement database that if any police officer throughout the country runs that tag or the VIN number, it'll alert them that the vehicle has been stolen or used in the commission of a serious felony, like in this case.
Now, after you did that, did you do anything else to continue to assist with the investigation?
Yes.
And what was that?
So the following day, they ended up discovering a Home Depot receipt within the residence. So I was tasked with following up the investigation into that receipt at Home Depot. So I proceeded to the Home Depot in Port Richey and made contact with an asset protection specialist at that store to try to determine whether or not there was surveillance footage of that transaction which the receipt documented.
And so were you able to go to the Home Depot and actually investigate that potential lead?
I was. So on January 2nd at approximately 1 p.m., I made contact with the loss prevention officer at Home Depot. And
did he give you access to their surveillance system?
Yes.
Now, based on the receipt that was found in the residence, did you know the specific date and time of the transaction you were looking for?
Yes. So the receipt showed the transaction occurred on December 18th, and the actual transaction was completed at 12:27 p.m.
Did you know what you were looking for at that point other than the person who conducted that transaction?
Well, we were looking for, obviously, the purchase of those items. So the receipt itself, the items that were on the receipt were an Everbuilt painter's cloth, 3 of them. Also, Everbuilt brand deck line, basically rope, and Gorilla brand tape. These were items that were discovered with the bodies inside the residence. So that's why we were following it up so quickly.
Okay. And were you able to identify a person on that surveillance video conducting the purchase of those items at that Home Depot?
Yes.
And were you able to obtain a copy of the surveillance footage that showed that person during their time in the store and conducting that transaction?
I was. So we were able to obtain surveillance footage that showed Shelby Nealy entering the store at approximately 12:05 p.m. He ended up exiting without buying anything at 12:07. And then he re-entered the store at 12:10 p.m. And then at 12:27 p.m., the video showed him approaching the checkout. The painter's cloth was visible on the bottom of the shopping cart. He actually ends up placing on the counter the tape and the rope and ends up completing the purchase.
Did you see how he paid for those items?
He ended up paying for them in cash. So he provided $160 to the cashier. I believe the total dollar amount for the items purchased was $146.33.
And Your Honor, may I approach the witness again?
You may.
I'm now approaching with what's been marked as States 211 for identification. Do you recognize that item?
I do.
And what is it?
It's going to be the surveillance footage from Home Depot.
And is that the footage that you obtained from their surveillance system?
It is.
If you're creative, it's pretty
And
much
how
the
do you
whole
know
store.
that it's the same footage?
Well, it has my initial actually on the envelope, and it's the same CD that I obtained.
Your Honor, at this time, the state would move to admit States 211 into evidence.
No objections.
It's admitted.
Let's watch him shop, shall we?
Your Honor, may we publish the video to the jury? Yes, thank you.
Get to watch the shopping habits of a serial killer here. Wonder if it will draw the attention of loss prevention. He thought he was not trackable. 1080p 5.99 hertz? 59.95? Hey, there's nothing wrong with that desktop. I tell you, it's beautiful, just the way it is. Oh, we get good cameras. We get good cameras. This is great. Making a playlist. It's like a best of hits, but for security camera footage. There we go. Looks like still got some Christmas specials there. Last minute items. Get what you need for your loved ones, or in this case, there he is with the kids. With the kids. Wow. Coming in the door now. With the kids in the cart. Does the quick once over. Still looking over his shoulder everywhere. Let's go down here. Wait, what have we here? Wrong aisle. Past the check stands. Man on a mission. Lady's looking for her husband. Not down that aisle. Not down that aisle. Another lady just picked up a little inflatable nutcracker. It'll look great in front of the house. Gentleman in the aisles trying to find which one's the shortest. Okay. You guys just finishing up a project. Good, good. All good. This is back when Home Depot had checkers. Somebody's coming in with a return. Oh no, that's a purchase. You're good. Oh, where are you going? Where are you going? Flip it to Yui. Suspect might be completing another lap. If you look closely, the guy on the left will show us his PIN number on his card. So he types it in. We're just going to leave. We're just going to go out. All right. Takes the kids back outside. All these cameras. This is just a tiny selection. Let's watch on the right. He's going to come in from the right on the bottom. Tiny selection of the cameras that Home Depot has. Trust me, if you think you're going to steal from this store and get away with it, you will not. Here it comes. It says, move, sir. Move, sir. Gentleman's like, look, I'm in line here. He says, it's fine. I'm just leaving. Leaves. Kid has something in her hand. Not sure what that is. Might have just shoplifted. Teach him young, I guess. Put the plywood back in the cart. And enter for round 2. From left to right. Kids are back. Wipe the hands. A little sweaty. Now head to the murder aisle. It's going to be down here. If only we had a Home Depot around. I need a screwdriver to fix the hair clippers for my wife. It's crooked. That's the top part that's crooked. All right. Now where are we? Is he way back there and back? Is that him? Oh no, he's in line. Same aisle. Same aisle. He's already scouted it out. Now looking at the end cap, their last minute purchase items. Do we need anything? Tic Tacs, beef jerky? No. I don't see any chicken nuggets here. Probably need some chicken nuggets. Get those on the way home. Defendant's thinking, wish these guys would hurry. These bodies aren't going to clean up themselves. Quite twisted, actually. Kim, thank you very much. Gifted a membership. Ooh, that gentleman found one of the rare flat carts. If you find one of those that's not in use at Home Depot, even if you don't need it, take it. Take it. They're so hard to find. He's on the phone with somebody. Still waiting. He's only thinking if only people would invent self-checkout lanes, I would be done by now. Here we go, making progress. Behind the gentleman in the automated cart. Would not say clearly does not need it. Looks like he has a bit of a problem. Yeah, it's straight now. I fixed it. I just repaired the clippers. By the way, with a little luck, I will have a haircut tomorrow. Maybe I'll have a haircut by tonight for the, guy's got some shades. For the podcast. This employee is hired just to retrieve the carts. Guess you have to, it takes one to find one. You have to take a cart out there so you can round up the other carts as well. All right, here we go. Still in the holding pattern. Still only one checker working. Looks like it's cash register 15. That's the active one. Glances once again at the batteries. Doesn't need any of those. Kid looks up at him and said, "Why'd you do it?" He's trying to ignore the obvious question. Those poor kids. Man. She cut in front of him? Ma'am, you're taking your life in your hands. Have you any idea? Okay, here we go. No, you don't want the insurance on that. Do you want a Home Depot credit card? No. Okay, here's the total. Is she paying in cash? No, she's writing a check. Seriously? Who writes a check? Well, looks like it was cash after all. Counting out a bit of change. There you go. Ma'am, here you go. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Dude just about went in the outdoor. Aside from the fact he looks like the fixer from Breaking Bad. Not a good idea. Here we go. Defendant now. It's fine. You take a look. Just scan it in the cart. Got 3 tarps there on the bottom. Kids loaded up top. Pulls out the fat stacks of cash. Says I like to keep a low pro. Ooh, what you got there? What was that? That looked interesting. I need to slow this down and see what everyone else is buying. I'm jealous. I'm jealous of what people buy. It's like now I need a tool rack. Was a tower fan. He picks his change, grabs the bag of the goodies, just drops them there in the middle. Checker's like, "Oh, you got such well-behaved kids." It's like, "Yeah, I know. They take after me." Not really. Lady has to break open a new roll of quarters to get him his change. It takes just a minute. There you go. Nice shiny quarter for you. Oh, it's even the Pennsylvania one. Look at that. Never seen that one. Okay, he takes it and they go. He's wearing the Batman shirt. Out he goes. Let's see if we get any parking lot footage. Oh, seriously? We get the whole deal? We're now going to watch this as the birds that live in Home Depot, because there are birds, I kid you not, there are birds that live in Home Depot. This is what the birds saw. They live in the garden center, but they fly in the main building too. You just have to look for them. They're all over. If you're a true nature lover, you will buy a pack of sunflower seeds and spill them on the floor around the store, just so the birds have something to eat. Got now the change. Put some coins in one pocket with the keys, and the cash, we'll just fold it, we'll just stuff it in there as well. Now we go. Just about catches the corner with the cart, but clears it. I can't help but think we should probably be one camera over right now. Like there should be like another camera to our right, looking straight down. Looking at these kids, it's hard to imagine, but they were a year younger when he killed their mom. Dude goes in the out. Not cool, dude. Not cool. We're all hanging by our toes from the rafters, blood rushing to our heads. Danny, I don't know, but I can tell you this. All the toys that were there were for them. Kim, good to have you here, as always. Welcome. Daughter's shaking the cart, saying, move, move. It is our turn. Starts to take these out. Says, can I get the rope? And of course, the three things on bottoms. I guess since you saw them, I have to pay for them. I think he was trying to shoplift. I think he was trying to get away with that one. Now he has to pay for them all. Not sure what the guy behind him bought, but he bought a 20-foot piece of it. And it's really tall, like it might poke the camera. Little sigh from the judge, thinking this could have been an email. Guy two shoppers back, drumming his fingers on his cart, obviously impatient. Bag it, tag it, and out we go. Give me my change. Thank you. Jess asks one more question. By the way, do you happen to know where the closest Walmart is? Not Walmart, I mean McDonald's. Yes, it's just right over here to the right when you go out. Just take this door on the right and you'll be right there. It says, on the right? Okay, perfect. Grabs his cash. That'll be enough to buy some nuggets and swings a hard right. Straight to Mickey D's.
In front of the Walmart.
Now we get... Why did we watch the other one when we could have just watched this one? We literally are watching every camera that caught any of him by the checkouts. If you look closely, she's going to type in the manager's discount code. Doing the senior citizen discount. Excellent. This point of sale system is probably one of the clunkiest systems I've ever seen in any store anywhere. It's, it was really bad. Really, really bad. Ooh. The drawer's full. She doesn't have any 10s. She's got 1s, 5s, and 20s. She's out of 10s at this point. Tells her manager, I need 10s. She's like, no. Just give him 5s. Give him 2 5s. She's like, sorry, I have to give you 5s. Here's your change. She looks on the screen to see what it should add up to. Tells him what it is, because we don't do math anymore in America. Give him 40 quarters. I never worked at Radio Shack in the 90s. No, but I applied to work at Radio Shack, and they turned me down. Ooh, what have we here? What are we buying? Anybody know? Is that a vacuum? Looks sort of like a vacuum. I have to turn upside down to see it. Those of you who are already upside down, tell me, what is she buying? What's up? What does it say in purple? A Swiffer? Whatever it is, it sucks. Yes, Swiffer Wet Jet, maybe. Maybe not the brand name. Put those over there. You don't want those. We'll return those. It's fine. No worries. Now we've got a person who does nothing but put things back on the shelf that people drag up here and don't want to buy. Here you go. Take some cash. Ooh, looks real. Feels real. Do you have any coins to go with that? Not sure. Maybe a couple. Here you go. There's 1, 2, 3. Is that enough? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Do you have any more? One more. Okay. Excellent. Perfect. Types in the numbers using the old knuckle on the screen trick. That always works with the touch screens. Oh, and now we have another 20. Could have been 2 10s, but the lady was holding on to her 10s as well. A couple ones and change. No coins, except for that one little one. Don't drop it. Right there in the middle. Thumb on it. There you go. And don't forget your merchandise, ma'am, and have a good day. Thanks for shopping. Nice Swiffer. Just like I might need one of those myself. And out they go. All right, here we go. Criminal pulls up. She immediately spies that he's trying to block the view of what's on the bottom. She's like, no, I saw you've got those expensive tarps there. We're going to ring each one of those up. You're paying all $25 for each. Now you're regretting buying the expensive ones, huh? You thought you'd get away with not paying for those. But you standing in front of the cart did not help. Feels a little sheepish now. Rings up the rest of his items. The cheap stuff that he bought as a cover. Didn't even need the rope. Now he has to pay for it anyway. The paper or plastic? Oh, you don't have a choice. We only have plastic. Here you go. Everything goes in. He's flashing the cash already, taking out stacks of it. Wallet is fat with cash. There's that PVC pipe about to hit the camera that I was telling you about. 20-foot stick. Waving it high in the air like that. Bag that one. Wait for our cash. Let's see. We'll put that one under. The $100 go underneath. 20 goes in the big slot. Okay. A couple 5s because we don't have any 10s. Sorry, sir. We're out of 10s. And a couple of 1s. There you go. Looks like we need some quarters. We'll just crack that one open right there. Put the quarters in the drawer. There we go. Here's a receipt. And thank you, sir. Have a good day. Don't shop here again. So we know all about you. And out he goes to McDonald's to the right. Are we done? No. Now Home Depot's just showing off, right? They're like, we've got all the cameras. Okay, he heads out this way. Through the metal detectors, alarm does not go off, indicating that if he did steal something, he was not caught doing it.
Thank you, Mr. Lemon. Now, just to clarify, in case there's any confusion, that video has multiple angles.
No,
but,
no, I think it was all just one camera.
Does it depict the subject making one single purchase?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
You didn't buy the same thing
sure there wasn't
7 times in a row?
to that. And was the individual making the purchase the same individual who had 2 small children in the cart?
Yes, it was.
Okay. After you obtained that video, what did you do with it?
Place it into evidence.
Okay. And did you notify the lead detective about it as well?
Yes.
Okay. Did you continue to assist with the investigation after you obtained that surveillance video?
I did.
On January 4th of 2019, did you assist in the search of the 2010 Hyundai Elantra we talked about before?
Yes, I did.
All right, lawyers approach the bench for a minute. Okay.
Whoa, judge says, hey, stop. Hold everything. Not sure exactly why, but judge calls a timeout. Quick sidebar. Bailiffs are moving. Defendant's like, what's going on? What's he doing? I didn't do anything. I've just been sitting here. Wasn't me. Whatever. Willow Johnson, no, there were no children harmed in this particular, well, there were no young children. There were 2 siblings killed, one about a year apart, but they were adults.
Take our somewhat later than we wanted, 15-minute afternoon break, okay? And then we'll finish up with this witness, do one more who will be very quick, and then we'll be done for the day, okay?
Sounds good, Judge.
Thank
That's
you.
a good plan.
put your notes out face down on the chair. Follow the steps like this.
I think he mouthed, I shouldn't have bought the expensive ones. I think that's what he said. What we are going to do very quickly though is jump ahead by about 10 seconds. There we go. Now we're current. We're live. Still in break. We've got 15 minutes. The judge got to pee. Yeah. All right. There's one more angle they forgot about. Do we know where the children are now? I believe state custody. Let me see. Let me see if we can pull up the replay during the break here and see what he was mouthing. Haven't used the replay machine all day. All right. My network storage has 2 drives. We have Big Dill and Big Dill 2. This current file is on Big Dill. Do you guys name your hard drives, or you just leave it the original name? Okay, so after the Home Depot videos, which were long, we can go back and watch those if you want. He mouthed something. Let's see. Okay, found it. All right, here we go.
Make sure there wasn't anybody confused as to that. And was the individual making the purchase the same individual who had 2?
Did you see it?
We're
going to play it in slow motion here, about 50% speed.
And was the individual making the purchase the same individual who had 2 small children?
I think he said something about confused. Watch this.
Individual making the purchase the same individual who had 2.
No, that wasn't
it. And was the individual making the purchase the same individual who had 2?
Ends with an ow sound on the end. What do you guys think? Do we need a lip reader? You think he said MFer? We'll watch one more time. I'll look for that.
And was the individual making the purchase the same individual who had? Let
me turn the sound off. Maybe that's confusing me. Watch it silently. Ooh, possibly. Yeah, this part looks like an F or a V. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe that's what he did. I want to see normal speed again. Okay, normal speed. Backwards. Normal speed. There you go. That's all we can do. He's saying, I want my chicken nuggets. I miss McDonald's. That's why the judge called to end early. Well, he did definitely call. Well, afterwards, as soon as that happens, we'll watch that through. Okay, we got this. Ready?
And was the individual making the purchase the same individual who had two small children in the cart?
Yes, it was.
Makes the mouth movements.
After you obtained that video, what did you do with it?
Place it into evidence.
Okay.
Okay.
And did you notify the lead detective about it as well?
Yes.
Did you continue to assist with the investigation after you obtained that surveillance video?
Somebody stands up.
On January 4th of 2019, did you assist in the search of the 2010 Hyundai Elantra we talked about before?
Yes, it did.
All right, lawyers approach the bench for a minute. Okay.
Okay. I think what it was the judge could hear the natural shift in the investigation where we went from the Home Depot shopping to investigating the Hyundai Elantra. And at that point, he's like, hey, now we've got a natural break. Let's go ahead and just run for the bathrooms right now. Oh, I've got a prank call. Perfect timing. Plugging it in. Come on, plug in. Okay, here we go. Hello? Hello?
Hello. Hi, my name is Jennifer, and I am calling you from Incident Claim Support. How are you doing today?
Hello, Jennifer and I'm. How are you?
Well, this call is regarding your car accident that happened in the last 2 years, and the compensation amount is still pending for you. Is that correct?
Well, you would know.
Sorry, you don't seem to qualify for the benefit plans I have.
Why?
Have a good day.
Wait, Jennifer. I wouldn't know what the call's about. It's hard to get through the AI. Jennifer doesn't give second chances, just for the record. No second chances. All right. When did it get in a wreck? Last week. But not a prank call. Here we go.
Call from
Jimmy Hopper.
Jimmy. Good buddy Jimmy.
Yeah.
How you doing,
Yes,
Ivan?
sir. Hey, man.
Now, Ivan hung up on me. Ivan. Now he's just rubbing it in. I'm not sure if Ivan knows he's hung up. He's probably still talking right now. Ivan, call me back, man. Call me back. That was not me. That was not me. You heard the doodle-doo. That means that somebody hung up on me. It wasn't me hanging up. Ivan? He's tired. I know for a fact that Ivan is stressed to the max with what's going on with his work, with negotiations with the union lawyer. Should I call him back? Yeah, let's do that. I'll call Ivan. Yeah. Waiting. There we go. We're calling Ivan.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice message.
Now I hung up. I think his phone died. I'll have to wait till he finds a charger. Oh, man. Laurie. It's one of those things where I could either get really mad every time they call and be like, why are you wasting my time? Or I could just have fun with it and roll with it. And I think part of rolling with it helps other people realize what the scams are and what they sound like. So it's a little bit of a public service on my part. You're welcome. But mostly I just like to mess with people on the phone. And I figured that if you're going to call me and try to rip me off, you're fair game for being messed with. So maybe during the break we should watch Judge Simpson. What do you guys think about that? Should Should we just jump over and watch the palate cleanser? Yes? Okay. We'll pause this. Let's see. Let's get rid of our... That's where's our other video. Okay, here we go. We have here, we're going to turn that off and we're going to pause this right there. And we're going to go here and we're going to play. This is our palate cleanser. We're not going to play till later.
Court does call the case of the people versus Daniel Mcgoo.
Daniel Mcgoo.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ashley Lottie for the people.
There he is.
Sir, state your name.
In custody.
I'm here on a special appearance, Your Honor. Mcgoo is Easy Elastical Trust, registered in Jackson County, on case number 2522246.
Okay, is your name Daniel Mcgoo?
Your Honor, that is the name you seek, and it is copyrighted and trademarked.
Okay, very well.
If you use it, I charge you.
Mr. Mcgoo, are you represented by an attorney, or do you wish to be represented by an attorney on these matters?
I am not.
Do you wish to be?
No. Not at this time.
Let me then do this. You have two cases before this court, one being the case ending, let me get the full case number 25F40523. In that case, sir, the complaint does allege that on March 27, 2004, you committed the offense of operating while intoxicated. Do you understand what you're charged with?
I do not.
You do not understand that?
There is no eyewitnesses or corroborating witnesses at all.
I'm not asking whether or not the proofs are there. Do you understand what you are charged with?
I do not.
Do you understand the notion of drunk driving?
I do not understand how I could be charged with something without a witness.
On your other cases when you represent yourself, so we'll just do it.
Are you talking about the case that's in federal court right now,
You
Your
are
Honor?
before a complaint in that case for a charge of operating while intoxicated, third offense. Because it's a third offense, that is a felony. It is punishable by up to $500 to $5,000, up 1 to 5 years incarceration. The court can order probation, 30 days to 1 year in jail, or at least 48 hours must be conserved consecutively. The court can also order community service, rehabilitative programs. The court can also order your vehicle immobilized, can order you to pay the cost of the prosecution, as well as the cost of any emergency governmental services.
As I am here and as a trust, Your Honor, I am here in exclusive equity. Exclusive equity.
You count 2 on that complaint is the charge of operating while license suspended, denied, and or revoked. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail, $500 fine plus court costs, and your vehicle could be subject to immobilization.
My license is canceled, not suspended or revoked. It is canceled through the state of Michigan.
Complaint
canceled.
Is the charge of escape from lawful custody. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year, a $1,000 fine.
I was never arrested or read any Miranda rights accordingly.
Given that the defendant is talking in English, that he understands English, understands the nature of those charges and what he's charged against.
So malicious prosecution by Washington County prosecutor as usual.
Sir, there is great peril in representing yourself. You will be held to the same standards as anybody apply or for.
This is a matter under the Eastern District of Michigan Federal Court. Case number 2511226.
Somebody look that up.
Counsel. I would further indicate, sir, that at any point during these proceedings, if you wish to be represented by counsel, you can make that request to the court and counsel will be appointed to represent you. Because of the defendant's conduct in the past in not acknowledging the court and what the court is saying, the court does make the presumption that he does speak English. He understands that. I would further state on the record that Mr. Mcgoo has been through this process before. He does understand that if he does wish to be represented by counsel, the court would give him counsel or would have counsel appointed to represent him in this matter. In the case 25F30979, In that case, sir, you are before a complaint that alleges that on or about July 3rd of 2025, count 1 is fleeing and eluding 4th degree.
Added on by the prosecutor's office after the
Sir,
fact.
that is a felony, punishable by up
Malicious
to 2 years
prosecution.
incarceration and a $2,000 fine plus court costs, mandatory suspension by the Secretary of State.
My Secretary of
two
State, anything
is
is canceled. I have no contracts with the state of
Vehicle,
Michigan. That
is a misdemeanor.
This
Charge
is a matter of trust, Your Honor. This is a matter of trust.
Punished
I am protected
by up to
under a
90
trust.
days in jail, a $100 fine plus court cost. Count 3 on that complaint alleges operating a motor vehicle without security. That is a misdemeanor, not punishable by not more than 1 year incarceration and not less than $200 nor $500 fine plus court cost. Count 4 is operating while license suspended, denied, and/or revoked. That is a misdemeanor.
All of my registrations are through the federal government. I have federal government registration. I do not have contracts with the
Vehicle
state.
could be subject to mobilization. Count 5 on that complaint alleges refusal to obey
I have an international driver's
police
permit.
officer. That is a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 90 days, $100 fine plus court cost. I would indicate to the defendant the same admonishments regarding the perils in representing oneself that I stated in the other case also apply to this case.
Were you served your notice and summons
defendant
yet, Your Honor?
wishes to have counsel appointed, the court would consider or would appoint counsel to represent him in this matter, and he apparently wishes to proceed.
Were you served your notice
Having
and summons
notice
for federal
of
court?
the charges, sir, do you wish to still proceed without an attorney?
I just want to know, where do you get
Do
your
you
powers?
wish
Are
to
you an Article
proceed?
3 judge or an Article 6 judge? Where
Do
are your
you
vested
wish to
powers? Can you
proceed
answer
without
that?
an attorney?
You can't even answer
look
me
it
where your
up.
powers are.
You can look it up.
No, you guys disconnected my access to any kind of law library or anything. You are an Article 6 judge under the Michigan Constitution. You have no authority to deprive me of my
We'll
rights.
see how much authority I have. I will assume that you wish
This is
to
a matter
proceed
of
without
trust.
counsel. I will assume you wish to proceed without counsel and that you will wish to continue to proceed.
Practicing law from the
until you
bench.
inform the court otherwise. Ms. Lonnie.
Thank you, Your Honor. Is the court completed the arraignment for the record at this time? on both
Well,
cases?
he had been arraigned. I was just admonishing him of the perils of representing himself and that it requires in part that I let him know what he is charged with. And I've read them kind of in fully, more so than I would have because he refuses to acknowledge those. So I am satisfied that he now knows all of the charges that are against him.
Thank you, Your Honor. The people would like to be heard on bond when appropriate.
All right. What do we want to set this for? Do you wish to have a preliminary examination, sir?
This is a matter of a federal matter now, Your Honor, under case number 2511226, under the Eastern District of Michigan, under the Honorable Mark A. Goldsmith and Magistrate Judge David R. Grand. There is no proceeding here, Your Honor.
There is no proceeding. Oh, there's a proceeding.
Well, malicious prosecution is what the proceeding is.
Okay, very good. Do you wish to have a preliminary examination?
There's no proceeding, Your Honor. This is a matter that should be stayed and
What is
dismissed.
the people's position on whether or not we should set this for a preliminary examination or adjourn the probable cause?
Your Honor, I don't know if the defendant has received all discovery in this matter as he is representing himself, so I would request a probable cause date, potentially.
Because you've got to send it.
Yeah, and who restricted my phone
Probable
calls?
cause conference. You know what? You're going to have to stop interrupting. I will give you an opportunity. You've been before me before. I will give you an opportunity to say whatever you want to say. But I'm not going to have you interrupt me, and I'm not going to have you interrupt the people when they're talking. As long as you were saying.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have to there's video evidence in addition to the paper discovery. I've got to make arrangements with Lieutenant Arnett to work on that. So it may take just a bit longer. I would potentially look at the 7th, maybe, if the court would have entertained that. And then I will wait to be heard on bond when the time is appropriate.
7th of August.
I will adjourn the probable cause, August 7th, 2025.
Clear your calendars.
9 a.m. As to bond.
Your Honor, I've been reviewing ex-jail and I wanted to double check if the defendant had been arraigned. It's not clear to me from a couple of different things, but It does appear that he has been set with a $10,000 bond in 25F30979, as well as 25F40523, each $10,000.
Yes.
Your Honor, I do think it's important that the court have some additional information, and I would like to ask the court to revisit the issue of bond. First and foremost, I think it's important the court know that the facts alleged in the newest case, the 25F30979, it does include the fact that the Michigan State trooper who pulled the defendant over noted in his police report that the defendant had a license on his vehicle that indicated he was a diplomat and that he refused to identify himself. He refused for quite a bit of time. Additional units had to be brought to the scene from the sheriff's department in order to, for lack of a better term, deal with the situation. And ultimately, they were able to identify him as the defendant, Daniel Mcgoo. The concern with that goes along with the other case, which is an OWI. It is charged as a third. I will note that it is a true fourth, to the best of my understanding. So there does appear to be an alcohol problem going on. And I also think it's important for this court to know, because I don't know that the court knows, the defendant has a third new case, telecommunications malicious use with a domestic relationship, that is currently pending as well. He's also been set $10,000, 10% in that matter.
That's why you don't know. Where is that case out of?
That case is out of 14B, Your Honor, before Judge Washington.
A co-defendants with the federal case that you guys are both in, and this is a conflict of interest as both of you guys are defendants in my federal case.
Go ahead.
I also understand, Your Honor, that there is a municipal case out of Canton Township that was set for a jury trial in April of this year, where the defendant failed to appear. And there were jurors, there was a veneer that had been brought in. And I bring all of this up to say, Your Honor, that the people are concerned about the defendant's ability to remain law-abiding, because I'll also note for the record that at the time that the new resisting, obstructing, fleeing, eluding case and the telecommunications malicious use case came up, he was in bench warrant status before Judge Slay, is my understanding, for refusing to come after the case here had been bound over, refusing to appear in person. I say all of that to say this: I do think that $10,000 is too low, and I also am going to request a scram tether, because this is an OWI fourth alleged, as well as a GPS tether, given his history of failure to appear and failure to comply with court regulations. Thank you, Your Honor.
Is the bench warrant before Judge Slay still out?
She has bond denied in her case now.
His bond's been denied in that?
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
Got it. Anything you'd like to say?
Anything to do with any contracts with the state of Michigan are void ab initio for a matter of law, as I have an canceled driver's license and I have an international driver's permit. And that also relates to the Canton case that they're trying to stick me for a driving unlicensed suspended citation, in which that I have an international driver's permit, making it also void. All of my matters, including the vehicle that I'm registered under, are registered to the federal government, not the state, under the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration. All of these charges are frivolous and a part of a long pattern of malicious prosecution by Ms. Londy, the Washtenaw County Prosecutor's Office, and quite frankly, you, Your Honor.
All right. See how that goes for you, Mr. Mcgoo.
Hearing argument regarding bond, the court does believe that it was an abuse of discretion, given the circumstances of this defendant, to set his bond at the $10,000 figure. After hearing argument, viewing the file, the court does believe that not only does the defendant pose a risk to the public,
no victims,
do believe that the defendant is a risk of flight given those circumstances, and has indeed, or at least is charged in this case, refused to obey or fled and eluded.
That was added on afterwards. The police officer did not report that at all.
The court, given those circumstances, would in each case raise the defendant's bond, grant the people's motion. Defendant's bond in each matter is set in the amount of $50,000 cash. Thank you.
the tethers I requested, if he is able to post, Your Honor?
I will.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Did he think that would go differently?
If everybody doesn't mind, the court's going to take a very brief recess, and I will come back and we will finish them. We'll be back.
All right.
Court's in recess.
Judge is like, I'm sure you guys won't mind. I'm going to take a quick break. I'm just gonna step out right here just for a moment, and you guys, and when I come back, we'll all be in a good mood. Anyway, Mr. Mcgoo back in court on August 7th. Let's see if Ayden found his charger here. Let's see.
Call from.
Plugged in and ready to go.
Yes, we're good. Ayden, how are you doing? Or Jimmy?
Everything is under control. I promise. Everything is under control.
We had fun speculating what went wrong, but
I figured. I said, God, the first time I call in this Jimmy Hoffa, and then I just deadline after 10 seconds. I was like, what a perfect script.
How long did you talk to me before you realized the phone was dead?
I knew right away because the iPhone, it makes that like beep beep. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like sort of gives you that signal. It's about to like shut you down. So
all right, that's good. That's good.
But that just tells you like how much I've been on the phone. Like, oh man. But the deal is done. Everything is good, and it was about to get real interesting. All right, because I'm a minority owner, but I had told the two majority owners that I said, this is the last deal I'm proposing. I said, after this, I'm shutting off negotiations. And I said, I just want to make sure I have your blessing to do that, because if I do that, then there is no plan. Then it's sort of like a game of chicken. And,
right.
I thought it was a little bit audacious of me to, suggest that in my first negotiation, but they gave it to me to do it. And so if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. And thankfully, it didn't come to that. So it turned out to be exactly what everybody was sort of hinting at, where the union lawyer took my, status as being new on the ownership group as like I'm some kind of ignorant rube who just doesn't know anything. And, while I haven't done anything like this, I've been in some pretty intense negotiations otherwise.
Yeah.
That,
with the feds.
That's,
yes.
Well, and just with some people that where if you don't come to a deal, it's not just, all right, well, we'll just not talk to each other. It's now you got a whole other set of problems. So, yes. I mean, there's nothing that irritates me more than when somebody has no information about you at all and just assumes because they've never seen you before that you don't know what the hell you're doing. But my dad always told me, go through life being underestimated. It's always going to be an advantage, and so that's where we're at.
Nice. Well, I'm glad you got a deal. Your Monday comes around, employees will be back at work.
Hey. Right.
The mills will be turning, the money will be coming in, product will be shipping. So that's
and it starts making you question yourself. You start thinking, should I take less compensation? Should I bring it off my top? And I even ran that by the top majority, and he said, if you do that, we didn't agree to bring in the right guy. And I said, all right, I got you. You know what I mean? He said, it's never going to be enough on either side. And, I do take pride in the fact that after it was agreed upon, literally the leadership from both sides told me I made a good deal.
That's awesome.
So, you don't often see that. They said from, this kind of where both sides seem to be,
happy,
satisfied. And, it was just too many middlemen, man. Like that. I'm not trying to dog on that union lawyer. But, I guess I am. I am trying to do that. If he wasn't there, we would have been done by a week ago and had KFC that night and been home by 6 and everything would have been merry. But, he gets paid by the hour. So, it's his whole game to make it go as long as possible, as I realized, from the lawyer's perspective. He pushes that to the 11th hour.
He gets paid by the hour.
Right. And I'm no dummy, but don't try to tell me that I'm being unreasonable when you're just trying to,
draw things out.
Yeah.
So how long are you going to sleep? What's your sleep schedule? Are you going to take 2 days off or just crash?
I just wish I could do that, man. Like, I'm so high strung. Like, I'll probably sleep 8 hours like a normal night and just go back to it. Like, like really, you know what I mean? Like, at this point, you know, it's part of the job, right? So, it's a good thing we got it done, because if I had to go another 3 days, who knows what I would have started offering. Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, Ayden, we're happy for you. We're glad you negotiated a good deal back at work. Good to hear from you, my friend.
All right.
And go Bitcoin.
Yes, sir. Have a good one.
All right. Bye. Ayden's been keeping us up to date on his negotiations with his work, where he's a owner of a lumber mill, and the union was renegotiating the deal. So they've got a deal now. Everybody's happy. Speaking of who's got a deal, we've got to go back to court and deal with that. Let's see.
Everyone's here, including the defendant.
We're all here.
We're ready for the jury. We need to put
breaks over.
Right, he needs to come back on.
Yes, Judge.
On the witness stand.
May I ask, what time do you plan on starting tomorrow?
10.
10.
Yeah, and then
get to sleep.
Monday's going to be at 8:30. Okay, because.
Yeah, and I can give the court some idea just based on the lineup we have. This is going to be our last witness today, and then doing back statement. We will probably end early tomorrow because we'll be into the witness technology on Monday. Anderson is going to take 6-7 hours.
All right, well, I know it'll disappoint a lot of people to get off early on a Friday afternoon, but I guess we'll have to learn to live with it.
Okay, just wanted to give the court a heads up.
All right.
We're hoping we can depose that new expert that they listed Friday afternoon.
Okay. All right, so if we start at 10, we'll be able to do what we have to do tomorrow pretty easily then, right? Yeah, okay. All right, so let's bring the witness. Oh, here he is. Okay, he snuck in there. That's the way they are in Hillsborough County. All right, so let's bring the jurors in.
It's the Nealy courtroom. Was that in Florida? Meds are wearing off. It's more animated now. Got Bouncy Bailiff behind us. You'll watch. He does that a lot. I'm not sure if that just improves the blood flow to the feet or if he just likes the weight of the weight belt with all his tools on it. But preventing blood clots. I should probably do that. Does that help? I'm doing it now. Josh, I did get the Thurston video. Thank you for that one. I'll see if I can record it tonight. Maybe play it tomorrow. If he's not going to start till 10 tomorrow, that might be a good thing to do first thing in the morning.
Jurors in the jury box and seated, Your Honor.
Very good. Welcome back. You may continue, Mr. Go.
Thank you, Your Honor. Now, just to remind everybody where we were, on January 4th, 2019, did you assist in the search of the 2010 Hyundai Elantra we had discussed previously?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Did anyone else assist you with that search?
Pinellas County Sheriff's Office Forensics.
And how was the search conducted?
It was conducted at their facility.
Were you able to observe the contents of the vehicle as they were brought out and cataloged?
Yes, I was.
And were photographs taken of the contents of the vehicle during the search?
Yes, there were.
Your Honor, may I approach the witness?
You may.
I'm now approaching the witness.
Judge, we have no objection to the entry of these photos and testimony.
All right, so what are the numbers?
Yes, Your Honor. It's 179 to 209. We'll move to admit.
All right, so they're admitted.
And publish. Saving some time here. Thank you for the defense stipulating to that. The prosecutor doesn't know what to do with the stipulated photograph and still tries to lay foundation.
We'll go through them on the
Okay. Yes, I do recognize them.
All right. Now this first photograph here. What does this show? This one, for the record, is 179.
It looks to be the rear of the vehicle and the interior compartment. Sorry.
Yep, it's a mess.
It looks like we can see various items, including blankets, and I believe on the left-hand side there's some trash. See what kind of trash that is?
It's McDonald's nuggets. It's chicken nuggets.
Is that a McDonald's bag?
Yeah, it does look like a McDonald's bag.
Does it look like a chicken nuggets 10-piece box?
Now, as you went through, did you check the trunk of the vehicle?
We did. So located in the trunk of the vehicle was 6 large black trash bags, which you can see on the photo there.
And for the record, this is photograph this is item 181. Were those bags subsequently removed from the vehicle and cataloged in your presence?
Yes, they were.
Were there any stains or discoloration on any of the bags that you can recall?
Yeah, so some of the bags had white paint splotches on them.
For the record, I'm showing 182 now. Is this one of the splotches you're referring to?
Yes.
Had you ever been inside the residence in this investigation?
No, I did not go inside the residence.
All right. Here we've got 180. What does this depict?
So this is going to be a Denny's name badge that belongs to Shelby. It was, I believe, located loose in the rear of the vehicle.
Denny's also serves breakfast, probably pancakes.
We have 183.
I think we include them in our list every morning.
Do you see what's depicted in that photograph?
Village and Denny's. I think
This is going to be the title to the 2013 Kia Sorento that was registered to Laura Ivanchik.
And is that the same 2013 Kia Sorento that we talked about earlier that you reported as stolen?
Yes, it is.
And where in the vehicle, the 2010 Hyundai, would this have been located?
That title, I believe, was located in one of the black trash bags that were removed from the trunk of the vehicle.
Okay. Were there any other items from within the residence that you remember being in those bags?
Yes, there was a significant amount of property that was in those bags.
183. I'm now showing you 184. What do you see there?
Is anyone doing a
There's
VIN
gonna be
search to see
DirecTV
if that
billing
car's been
statement for
sold?
Jamie Ivanchik, and it's showing an address in Port Richey.
Do you see the date on that billing statement?
It is showing 12/18/2017 to January 17th, 2018.
Okay. Now I'm showing 184.
DirecTV.
And was this
140
loose in the vehicle,
bucks.
or was this from one of the trash bags in the trunk?
I believe that was
2
also
months.
in one of the trash bags that were in the trunk.
Now displaying 185. What do you see here?
So these are going to be a pair of glasses that have a blood stain on the left exterior lens. I believe these were located, in bag number 1 of the, that were taken from the trunk of the vehicle, but we numbered the bags, and I believe that was bag number 1.
And when you took these bags out, did you lay them all out together so that they could be viewed in a group? Or did the techs do that?
Yeah, so the techs, they had paper laid down, put the bags down, and basically we did it systematically, so bag by bag. That way we can know precisely where the evidence was taken from.
Now, I'm now showing 186. What does this depict?
So it's going to be depicting sort of paperwork, also some precious moment figurines.
Now, do you see those same blood-stained glasses you mentioned before on the lower right part?
I do.
And there are various bills and other items to the left. Is that right?
That's correct.
Now, on the upper right, what are these in the corner?
Those, I believe, are the precious moment figurines.
We now show 187, which is
family photos.
another photograph. What does this photograph depict?
So it's showing frame photographs, also obviously the figurines, the glasses are visible there.
And is this a closer up photograph from that upper right corner we were just talking about in 186?
Yes.
Now, did the trunk of that vehicle also contain a pillow?
Yes, it did.
Okay, now showing 188. Do you recognize that?
I do.
Okay. What can you tell us about that pillow?
So the pillow was, I believe, removed from one of the trash bags, I believe trash bag number 2 from the trunk. Inside the pillow itself had blood stains, and then it had a beige pillowcase that was on top of it that also, as you can see, had extensive blood staining.
Wow. That pillow was saturated.
Now showing you 189. What can you tell us about the items in this photograph?
Looks like you, again, have an assortment of paperwork. There's some jewelry.
Got a Pope John Paul.
And also some framed photographs again.
Ring. Did he just like grab stuff and
We have 190.
go?
A little bit. What do you see here?
There's going to be some additional paperwork, photographs that were unframed.
The lower part looks like there's part of a social security card.
A to Z auto service.
Picture. Do you see that?
Yes, I do.
And where were these items located?
These, I believe, were taken from the trash bags that were in the trunk of the vehicle.
Now showing 191. What do we see here?
So you're going to see collectible coins. There's also going to be some money. I believe there's some currency from Trinidad and Tobago. Obviously, you can see the Social Security card, some additional photographs, and then some jewelry.
Zoom in a little bit on that Social Security card.
Because it's a bad
Does the
picture.
Social Security card say Nicholas Avancic?
Yes, it does.
Now we've moved over the same photograph.
Best Buy
to
reward
a pair
zone.
Of credit cards and bank cards. Can you see the name on those cards?
Yeah, I believe the name on the Best Buy Reward Zone card, I believe, is Laura Vanchik.
Money was cool. $2 bills,
Photograph
actual
here.
currency,
This one is states
not frequently
192.
used.
This is a photo. Is this the same Social Security card that we just looked at?
Yes, it is.
Now, over to its left, there's another item in a little folder. Can you see what that is?
Dental
Looks
insurance.
like some sort of insurance card for Laura Ivanchik.
Now, did the trash bags you went through also contain items such as passports?
Yes, it did.
All right, I'm now showing 193, just to zoom out a bit.
Oh, we've got all the official documents going up on the
These
screen.
two of the passports you found in the trunk of that vehicle?
Yes, so there was passports for Jamie Ivanchik and I believe, sorry, I can't
Laura
see
Ann.
here.
Let me hand you this. Read it better on that. What's the name on the second passport?
Laura Ivanchik.
I'm typically okay with showing these
Showing
details for
194,
deceased individuals.
These additional items out of the trunk of that vehicle?
Yes, sir.
All right, what do we see in this photograph?
So we're going to be seeing some additional paperwork and also some photographs.
Now we have 195. This has a number of very different items laid out. What do we have in this photograph?
So in this photograph, you're going to have an assortment of green folders that have like headings to them, subject headings to them, that said various things such as like divorce, taxes. I think there was like hospital discharge on one of them. And then obviously you can see there's an extensive amount of jewelry that's been bagged in plastic.
Now, the file folders that are in there, what kind of folders were they?
Green manila folders?
Hanging.
The kind that hang in a file drawer?
Yes.
Now, there's quite a few jewelry items that are visible here, and they're all in bags. Were they bagged when you saw them taken out of the vehicle?
Yes, so how you're seeing them in this photograph is exactly how they were removed. So they were all individually bagged when we removed them from the vehicle.
Oh, very organized.
And then
I
down
guess
at
he
the
didn't do
bottom
that.
of that same photograph, it looks like there's a number of
Chase Bank statements.
receipts there. What kind of receipts do you see?
So there's bank receipts from Chase Bank.
The next item I'm going to be showing you is 196. What do you see in this photograph?
So there's going to be assorted paperwork to include a marriage license. That's all I can really see from this vantage point.
Death certificate?
Zoom in on that marriage license bit.
It's Laura and Nicholas. Right now we have Laura's social, her full name,
On that marriage license?
her maiden name.
It looks like Laura and Nicholas. I can't
It
tell.
might be hard to see, but is that Richard Levancic? You may need to take a look closely to see that.
Yeah, so Richard Ivanchik and Laura Ivanchik.
Thank you. Now, off on the right-hand side of that same photograph, looks like there's a brochure. What is that?
It's a coin brochure.
For coin collector albums or something?
Yes.
We've got 197 here. This is a closer picture of those folders that we saw in the other. Can you read the labels on that?
So the one says marriage. I think it says marriage license.
Bedroom
This says
for
bedroom furniture.
Social Security paper
Next one says, I believe, Social Security.
for Nick and Jamie.
So you want the bottom?
Midwest Investments.
Midwest Invest.
And were these also all items that you pulled out of the trunk of that vehicle?
Yes.
All right, I'm now showing 198. What is visible in this picture?
So you have photographs. There's a photograph there of Shelby. And it looks like a receipt, but I can't make it out what it is.
Where were these items taken?
Those, I believe, were also taken from the trash bags that were taken from the trunk of the vehicle.
We'll now show you 199. What is visible in this photograph?
So what you're seeing there is going to be a Walmart receipt.
Zooming in a bit so that you can see. Where does it say this Walmart receipt was from?
Spring, Texas.
Do you see a date on this? I'm trying to figure out where it was.
From the Walmart.
All right, let's look down towards the bottom of that same receipt. Do you see the date that is shown?
It looks like it's December 2nd, 2018.
And where was that receipt found?
I believe also in the trash bags that were in the trunk of the vehicle.
Now, the next item we have is 200. Zoom out a bit. So what is depicted in this photograph?
So in this photograph, it's going to be more of those precious moment figurines. There was a black trash bag that it wasn't located in the trunk of the vehicle, it was actually located in the rear, I think, rear driver's seat of the vehicle. And that bag just had only those figurines inside of it.
Okay. Now, are those figurines in good shape? Or are some of them broken?
No, some of them have been broken.
Now, you said that these precious moments figurines were in this trash bag. Was the trash bag set in such a way to protect any of these items, or did it seem to have just been set in there?
No, it looked like it just been thrown in there.
The next item I'm going to be showing you is 201. What do you see in this photograph?
So this is going to be a Florida driver's license belonging to Jamie Advanchik.
And where was this located?
I believe also this was located in the trash bags that were in the trunk of the vehicle, I believe.
All right, the next item I'm going to be showing you is 202.
Checkbook. They're giving away all the information. Here's the bank account.
What
It's
is
a routing
shown in
number.
item 202?
So this is going to be a Bank of America checkbook belonging to Richard and Laura Advanchik.
And where was that located?
Again, I believe it was located in the trash bags that were in the trunk of the vehicle.
I'll now be showing you item 203.
Jamie's appeared in some of the photos on the wall
Depicted in this
as
item.
well.
So there's going to be medication that on the label says it belongs to Richard Advanchik.
Metformin. Swallow whole, do not chew or crush, take with food.
Does it
2
indicate
tablets
what
by
kind of
mouth
medication
twice
it
a
is?
day.
Somewhere in the middle here.
Metformin.
All right, I'll now be showing you 204. What is this depiction?
There's going to be some additional medication that on the label shows that it belongs to Richard Advanchik.
Levothyroxine.
And does
One
that
tablet
indicate
by
that that's levothyroxine?
Yes.
Now, where were the 2 pill bottles that are depicted in 203 and 204 located in the vehicle?
I believe those were also in the trash bags that were removed from the trunk of the vehicle.
were they in there along with various other household items from the residence?
Yes.
And now I'm going to be showing you item 205. What is this?
So what you're seeing here is a purse that's got visible blood staining on the, I believe, the handle of the purse.
And is that on the lower right-hand portion of this photograph?
Yes.
What's that pattern
Where
called?
was this located?
Can never remember.
This was
that.
also removed from one of the black trash bags that were in the trunk of the vehicle.
Houndstooth. There you go. Thank you.
I'm now going to be showing you item 206.
Cash America Pawn.
Let you read that first, and then I'll publish it.
Quick side.
Depicted in this item.
So there's going to be a Cash America pawn slip. The name it lists is Shelby Nealy, and it's showing that the location was in Texas.
Okay. And over on the right-hand side, it's got a date on it that appears to be November 26th of 2018. Is that right?
That's correct.
And where was that located?
That I'd have to refresh my knowledge of. I know there was paperwork similar that was found in like the front, like driver's side door handle, but I can't remember definitively if that's where that was taken from.
Would you like to take a look at your report?
Sure.
Here.
Refreshes recollection. Houston, Texas. Cash America Pawn. $10. Complete Star Wars 6-disc set. He sold Star Wars? He pawned Star Wars? For $10? That's just not right. Six-disc box set.
In my report, it's showing that it was found in the rear passenger section of the vehicle, and it was loose property.
The next item we're going to be looking at is 207. Why don't you take a look at that for a moment?
Probably bought nuggets with the money, too.
What is depicted here in 207?
So it's going to be 2 Chase Bank receipts and also a photograph.
Looks like the Chase Bank receipts have a date in the upper part here and here. What date is listed?
Is going to be December 14th, 2018, and it's showing at 1:03 p.m.
Okay, and who conducted the transaction according to that receipt?
It just has an account number. I don't see.
Where was this receipt located?
These, I believe, were found within one of the black trash bags.
And was it found along with the item that is placed above it in this photograph?
Yes, sir.
Okay, is that a wallet?
Yes, sir.
Next thing I'm going to be showing you is item 208. Take a look at that. All right. What is depicted in this item?
It's going to be a CVS pharmacy receipt from December 14th, 2018.
Bought something Wildberry.
Does it say where the transaction was conducted?
Off of Cortez Boulevard in Brooksville, Florida.
Got a $5 off $20 coupon.
And the last photograph that we're going to be looking at is 209. Let's take a look at that.
Last one. The last bit of PII that we're going to give out publicly on the victims is...
And what is depicted in this photograph?
It's also going to be a CVS pharmacy receipt from the Cortez Boulevard location in Brooksville. the transaction showing that it occurred on December 14th, 2018.
Thank you. Now, where were
These are the last days they bought stuff.
209 found?
I know it was in the interior of the vehicle. I'm not sure exactly where. It was documented within the police report.
Did you do anything else to assist in this investigation, sir? Or did that conclude your involvement?
I believe that essentially concluded my involvement.
No additional questions.
All right. Any cross-examination?
No calls.
All right. Thank you. Sir, you may step down.
All right, this last witness is going to be different. This last witness, we believe, is going to be a victim impact
Please call your next
statement.
witness.
Judge Mark Ayden would like to make a statement. So if you want to read that.
Okay. Members of the jury, you are about to hear evidence about the impact of these murders on the family of Richard Ivancic, Laura Ivancic, and Nicholas Ivancic. This evidence will be presented to show the victims' uniqueness as individuals and the resultant loss by the deaths of Richard Ivancic, Laura Ivancic, and Nicholas Ivancic. However, you may not consider this evidence as an aggravating factor. Sir, you may proceed. You can go ahead and sit in the witness chair. That's fine. Either way is fine. You can sit in the witness chair.
Do they need to take the oath?
I didn't know.
My name is Mark Ivancic. I am the youngest biological child of Richard Ivancic Sr. Thank you for the opportunity today to speak on behalf of myself and my family. On December 18th, my father, Richard, his wife Laura, and adopted son Nick were taken from us. Laura was a good person. She cared for my father and loved him deeply. That's what mattered to me. She made him happy, and in return, she had my respect. I lived with my father during my high school years. I was somewhat rebellious, but yet he remained steady and supportive, always trying to guide me with patience and strength. He taught me different trades, such as electrical work and construction. That knowledge proved especially helpful to me during my 5 combat deployments to Iraq and through to Afghanistan. While I was deployed, my father and Laura regularly sent me letters and care packages in the midst of combat war. That kind of contact means everything. It gives you something to hold on to and something to come home to. My father often told me how proud he was of me. I never doubted his love. He was especially proud that I served in the legendary 101st Airborne Division, the same brigade as Band of Brothers, and the historic 1st Infantry Division, where I earned 4 Bronze Stars and an Army Commendation Medal with Valor. But this is not about me. These deployments came at a heavy cost. I've lost irreplaceable time, especially those guide trips that my brother Rich would talk about yesterday. And now there are no more time left to make those memories. The loss of my father, Laura, and Nick have been devastating and has created a ripple effect of pain and trauma. Watching my remaining siblings and other family members suffer, carrying grief they will never put down, is heartbreaking beyond words, all because of him.
All right. Thank you, sir. You may step down. All right. Members of the jury, that will be it for today. Tomorrow, I do have a bit of a motion calendar. I'll be dealing with other motions on other cases. So if you can be back tomorrow at 10. So hopefully we'll be able to start right at 10. If we're not, it's because those other cases are taking a little bit longer than we all would like. But hopefully we'll be able to start right at 10. And then just to give you a hint, we'll be able to start at 8:30 or shortly thereafter on Monday. So we're going to put in a full day on Monday. Okay? All right. Any questions or anything? All right. So again, try to avoid hearing anything or seeing anything in regard to the case. And by try, I mean really try. And if there's some issue that ever comes up, just let one of the bailiffs know, and then he or she can let me know, and they'll go ahead and deal with it on an individual basis. So we try to avoid the news and the media and anyone who wants to talk about the case, okay? Any questions at all? All right, so we'll see you tomorrow at 10.
All right. As they wrap things up, we're going to see if there's anything they need to cover tonight. Generally, this will be regarding testimony that will be happening tomorrow. As the bouncy bailiff tells them to stay right there for a minute till the jury's gone. Wait for them to leave. Take your time.
Okay. All right, so I will see everyone in here at 10 o'clock. I am doing the motion calendar in here, so.
Well, one thing, Judge, tomorrow we anticipate playing the deposition to perpetuate for Dr. Ignacio.
Okay.
You just want us to do that normally and then enter it as a court exhibit, or?
Yeah, because it's not an exhibit. It can't go back into the jury room because it's testimony. So, yeah, I mean, I think you can just announce to the jury what it is, and then it'll be a court exhibit. Obviously, we'll play it, and then the clerk will have it, but we'll make sure that when they go back and deliberate that they don't get that. So we'll call that maybe court exhibit number 1 for identification. How's that? Okay.
And just some instruction from the court that it is testimony and should be treated the same as any other testimony.
Right. Right.
Thank you.
Okay. I guess that's it. So we'll see you tomorrow at 10.
All rise. Circuit court's now adjourned till 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
There we go. All right. That takes us to the end of court for today. We are not done for today ourselves. We have a podcast. It starts in just a couple hours. And we're actually going to portal you over to it. So you can just click the like button, click the notify me button. And when we start at 8 o'clock, it's going to be great. Big shout out to Thomas, who has been carrying the lion's share of putting these things together every night, every weekend. So excited to be back on the podcast today. I think I told you wrong. I told you I was going to be in Idaho for the Brian Koberger sentencing on the 23rd, which is next week. And instead, I'm actually going to be in North Carolina until the next week, I think. So I got it wrong. So sorry about that. All right. That being said, we're gonna wrap things up here. We will have a little palate cleanser tomorrow morning. Court doesn't start till 10, but we're going to come in and maybe watch a little something from Thurston County, Washington, which I'm going to get set up right now for tomorrow. Josh says it's good. He says it's good. So, is that like the Lightning McQueen thing, or is that like a different scene? Josh says it's good. Always trust Josh. He's trying to talk to someone in the gallery. Yeah. Josh says it's good. It's good. We believe him. We believe him. I'll be downloading it right now. We'll get it all ready and set for you. Meanwhile, tonight when you go home, please hug the people you love. Smile at someone, make their day just a little bit better. And please stay safe. We go live again tonight with the podcast, 8 p.m. on this channel. We'd love for all of you to be here. If you have not been here for a podcast before, lucky. No. You want to be here. It's going to be a lot of fun. So please stop by. We're going to have a blast. It's done live, and like less than 10% of the people who attend regret it. So odds are you're going to enjoy being here. All right, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening. We'll see you a little bit later on with the podcast. Be good to each other. We'll see you. Bye-bye.
There's nothing in the order that restrains you from talking to cats.
Thank you, sir. You're my new best friend.